Dudes, I think we're live. I'm not really sure yet. Guys, just wanted to jump back in here really quick. Where am I, Colin? What's going on here? Dudes, we are live again here. Sorry, I'm on my background screen here. Let's take a look at this. So, guys, we have some wicked winds out here right now. I heard from Tony, who's in the area, about these winds that are going on right now. And I'm going to try to follow this. Let's just jump back here. It did say the first rider went out. They said Huntsman's there, and so apparently 2 riders have gone out so far. Dudes, let me get stuff set back up. I thought they were going to cancel the stage, so I didn't even do a little start to this right now. Let me open up my YouTube channel right here on the phone so I can see the chat. View channel. There should be a live stream right now. There it is. I don't... Okay, so I don't know what's going on here. Yep, so I'm saying heard they might cancel a TT. It's all flat, wide open farmland and orange groves down there. Wind is supposed to stay like this until tomorrow afternoon. The organizers have taken... Oh, I saw that. The organizers have taken precaution of removing all of the advertising hoardings, like the boards, from the start area. I think we're live, guys. I think we're live. Let's just get into this right now. We're going to see, guys, if I don't see riders moving here, obviously I'll just kill the stream off and probably just delete this one altogether. But we are seeing riders leaving the start chute. I'm just looking for positioning on screen right now. I can't stand that. Every time I refresh that, it does that. So we're not seeing any results yet. We do have an intermediate timing at 9.4 kilometers. It's 17.5 kilometers in total. Riders are departing now, guys. They are departing. Alazar Mogos, come on, Benny. And thanks, boss. Dude, thank you for being here, dudes. Yeah, dude, sorry I got a late start there, too. I got a good friend, my buddy Jason. He's kind of having a bit of a crisis himself at home. Crises all around, guys. So I was trying to talk him down off the ledge there. At the end, I said, dude, I got to go right now, bro. And I jumped in with you guys, so... I'll chat with him later. Did a little bit of my exam there. Guys, we need to wait a little bit for any of the results to start showing up here. You can see here at the top of the screen, the little green one. That's me doing my online course. Trying to memorize everything possible. Oh, and now it's raining out there. In the last minute, so we got hurricane force winds, and now it's raining. Dudes, I don't know what they're going to do here. I don't know. The last individual time trial winners in Valenciana, Stefan Kung in 2021. 2019, Edvald Bogenhazen. Wout Poels in 2016. So this was the last time that he had an individual time trial? Is that right? That seems weird, doesn't it? So they must not have an individual time trial every year. Let's look at some. Oh, look at this. 1994, McGill, Indurain. Oh, Melchior Mori in 96. Chris Boardman in 97. Alexander Vinokurov, 99. Abraham Olano, another time trial specialist. Ekimov, time trial beast. Same with Zule. Frigo is here as well. Dudes, so many great names in the past there. Let's just see how things play out. I'm not seeing any movement of riders here. I know I can refresh it here, no problem. Here we go. We're getting some stuff going on now, guys. We're getting stuff on. They're out there. These guys are going to be working so hard for the 17.5 kilometers. With the wind out there, who knows which way it's going to be coming from. So obviously we're going from last place rider to first place rider. So I guess Benny's going last. Benny will be going last today, guys. Tony's saying there's some really dark clouds to the west. It's always a great field because everyone trains here. Okay, gotcha. Let's see if we've got anything going over on Tour Tracker here. How do I refresh this? Maybe I just hit live again here. It'll take me right back in. So here's a bit of our course profile, guys. Let's just see. Let's zoom out, get an idea of where we are here. So as you can see, East Coast of France, Mallorca, Ibiza. All the pros are down here training in the spring, getting in the warm weather. Come on over to Alberta. You won't be getting that. So we start in a town and we head out into the country fields here. Looks like we start on a bit of a bridge. And okay, so show course. Let me see something. Yeah, dudes, they're not even showing any of the riders over here on Tour Tracker. I'm not getting any results from them. You dudes, let me just refresh this one more time. If I give it a refresh, it's going to take me out and I can go to live. Nothing. So looks like, yeah, it's saying here it's 18 degrees Celsius, rain falling right now. But I'm not getting results, guys. We're hanging with PCS today, where I usually am. So dudes, how I like to do these ones, time check's really important here. Basically what you can do, and this is the best we got for now. Oh, man, I should be watching this, shouldn't I? Forgot to open up my laptop there. Again, I was trying to do the course and then talking to a friend who was having a full thermonuclear meltdown in his brain. So I was trying to talk him down a little bit. Dudes, some things in life you have no control over. Oh, wow. So Valenciana time trial, it doesn't kick in for another hour and 15 minutes. Sorry, an hour and 10 minutes. So we're only going to get the last part of it on camera for me. So, but you know what, dudes? With time trials, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with it. I like seeing it, obviously. But the key thing to watch here right now is basically the gaps. So when you see these little sticks going up here, I wish I could show you more of that, like to the top, because the names get chopped out, right? So you can see Huntsman's the first rider to go. There's a second rider here. Looks like a Quippo Kern Farmer rider. The other team looks similar as Villa, and then Isanza, same as the second place rider. You're basically going to start looking for the gaps in between them, and then you can start getting an idea of, oh, so-and-so is catching so-and-so. This guy's riding slower than him, and just having a knowledge of the time trial specialists. Overview of time trial career results for the GC Top 10. Binyam Girmay says he's won. He's won a time trial, is that right? He's had 21 starts and he's won one. He's had 4 top 10s. Well, okay, well, there we go. Binyam has won a time trial before. I don't know where. Mats Wenzel, he's another dude that was up there. He was in the breakaway all day yesterday. Kind of the same results as Binyam, 21 starts. Okay, despite the strong wind gusts, the jury has decided that the time trial will proceed as scheduled. For safety reasons, the time trial will be contested on standard road bikes. Okay, dudes, so they're going to have more control, less impact from the winds. Dudes, you can see it here right now. Take a look at this. Okay, either Huntsman's had a problem. No, he is moving again. That gap between second and first place on course has just dramatically compressed. It's really compressed there. So second place rider at this point, I would say, is catching up with Huntsman. Dudes, I got to vanish for 1 second here and check something upstairs, dogs related. I'll be right back. Okay, dudes, we're okay. Again, I put the dogs out. I forget to bring them back in. They're back in now. They're in the mix. They're in the pipe 5x5. Tony, we understand the discussions are taking place between the... Okay, so they're getting updates there, but yeah, they're going. Yeah, Tony's saying, can you imagine a solid wheel in this wind? Impossible, dude. Impossible. So everyone else looks gapped up pretty nice there, but there's a big change happening here between Huntsman and the second place rider. Still nothing. There's no live updates over on Tour Tracker. I'm surprised. It almost looks like they stopped updating. Well, they say it's going ahead. Update, the TT is going ahead, but the use of aero time trial bikes is prohibited. Oh, look at this. And finishing times won't count towards the general classification. We will have a winner today. What's the point then? Why? Everyone should compete. Well, I guess the thing they're saying is the conditions are probably so unpredictable that let's scratch the route today. I don't even like saying that because everyone will just tune out. And Multisport Alan, can you watch it live somewhere? Dude, Eurosport, Flow Bikes, all. Dude, any cycling nowadays kind of sucks. It's not like, remember the late 90s, early 2000s, probably to the mid 2000s, you could find it free on one of your channels somewhere. Outdoor Life Network, Discovery Network. I think it was even on, was it on Speed Vision for a while? It might have been on Speed Vision in Canada here, I think, for a while. Now you got to pay to watch every little bit of cycling. So I have a full subscription to Flow Bikes. That's how I watch all my cycling. In fact, there's no live coverage right now from the World Tour feed. That's what I always call it, World Tour feed. In Europe, it doesn't start until a quarter to the hour, probably quarter to 2. It starts at quarter to 8 in the morning for quarter to 3 in Europe, quarter to 8 in the morning here for me in Canada. So I'm waiting now for the live feed to come through. We're only going to see probably the back half. Yeah, right here. No times will be taken for the GC today, and there will only be a daily stage winner. Riders will all use road bikes. We hope everyone stays safe out there in the wind. Come on! I'm not even giving that a like. Not giving it a like. So that's Lidl Trek giving us some notifications there. What's going on? So yeah, live, you got to pay. Dudes, I think I pay because I've had Flow Bikes before. Dropped it for a while. I had remember GCN? GCN had a really nice racing platform, and it was like $50 a year. Flow Bikes, I think, is $169 US, which is over 200 Canadian. And that's fine. I love watching cycling, so I'm okay with it. And I remember I signed up for it right before I went to Denver last year for Metallica. Right before I went. Because I tried to log in down there and I couldn't log in. Or I couldn't watch the content down there. Eddie's asking how dominant Remco will do if he wins potentially a gap. Yeah, dude, it could be huge. And again, it comes. I see Balco Mollema's on course. Danny Vandertook's out there as well. Julian Bernard for Lidl Trek. Looks like Huntsman's kind of pulled out that gap again now on that climb. Here, dudes, I got to go back to Tour Tracker again. Like, why aren't they showing anything here? So let's just come back here. We're going to go back to live. Wow, so this is a letdown here by Tour Tracker. They're not showing anything. Okay, so as much as I like Tour Tracker, you got to show something. So Eddie Huntsman went out first. Diego Uriarte, that's the second place rider. Giacomo Villa, Asanza, Artem Schmidt. If you remember those names, you're going to see them here. So Huntsman we can't see, but there's Villa. Uriarte would be the second place rider. Here's Artem Schmidt. I wish this little top graphic here was a little bit higher. I can't even adjust it. Come on, PCS. Help a bro out. Eddie saying 20-second time gap. Multisport Allen. Yeah, exactly. I wish it was 1999 again. Year 2000. Free cycling everywhere. Boro Hansgrohe gets screwed again. Yeah, dudes. I know. Like, why wouldn't this count? Why wouldn't this count? You know, this is the place where Remco can obliterate everyone, and now they're saying, nah, dude, you're so good at the time trial, we're going to strip that away from you. That's all they're doing here. I mean, if you're not a Remco fan, that's okay, but you got to admit that he is the best time trial rider out there. And this almost seems like they've tweaked this in favor of the other riders. You know, what's going to happen tomorrow when there's a heavy rain, or you get echelons and Remco's out the back? Are they going to neutralize the stage for him? Like, it's just kind of, that's cheesy. Super cheesy. I don't like it. So Swoosh Kid, you're right. Boro Hansgrohe gets screwed again. Travels with Tony. Remco has a huge advantage given his small stature. So yeah, all the time gap that he would have gained today, that 20, 30, 1 minute, whatever it's going to be, doesn't mean anything now because it's windy. And the organizers figure there's not wind in cycling. Guess what, guys? There's wind in cycling. Eddie, for me, if it's scheduled, the rider will ride slowly based on pace. No need to rush. Yeah, guys, you know what's going to happen now? Most of these riders are just going to show up and do nothing. That's the sad part. Most of these riders now are going to show up and do nothing because this has no impact on the rest of the race. They're not going to even try. Wow. Okay, I saw Pedersen here. That's not Mads Pedersen. There's another Pedersen on the team. That will be Martin Pedersen. So we lost Mads yesterday in a crash. Who else did we lose? Yesterday we lost Mads Pedersen in a crash. Broken fractures in his hand, I think, and broken collarbone. Don't know how severe. We've also lost Tobias Foss. I don't know what happened to him. This guy, Yoristi. I think we talked about him yesterday too for Euskadel Euskadi. Okay, Matteo Regnanti didn't finish stage one. Probably a crash. Jose Juan Prieto for Petrolite, Conti rider. Wow, look at that. There's two of them there. Are these brothers? Yeah, he's got a brother on that team. So we got these two bros here. Let's just guess. Are they twins? So you got a 22-year-old, and we got the one that withdrew. They're twins. These two dudes are twins on the same. How cool is that, guys? This is the kind of stuff you find out on Inside Cycling World, guys. Right here. Twin. They're Mexicans, too. I didn't know that. Let's have a quick look here. Yeah. Mexican bros. Yeah, they look identical. They look identical. 22 years old, both born on January 1st, 2004. They just had their birthdays. Awesome. So, yeah, we lost 5 riders in total yesterday. Check this out, guys. Second place rider, I think it's Ariarte, is now ahead of Huntsman. Huntsman went out first, so he has been passed on course. If you look at the intermediate timing points, we're waiting for times to come through right now. You can see that there's a crazy gap going on here too. Either someone's getting caught or someone's just been passed there. So Ariarte here, if I could find his name again. Where was his name out? Let's just look. Yeah, it's not really showing the start order here. Let's go back to PCS for a second, and nothing. So I guess they've decided that the race isn't worth covering today, maybe. I don't know. Sorry, Tour Tracker. I hate to beat on you today. Tom Shank, way too many to races to have this will not count towards GC nowadays. Worse than Geraldo opening Al Capone's. Dude, I know, dude. Yeah. Dude, like they're just gonna like dilly-dally today now. I mean, someone wants to win the stage, obviously. It's a win's a win. It's a World Tour. It's a 2-point pro win, but I guess it's a World Tour win if you want to call it that. Against some of the best out there. Obviously, this guy that's in second place right now is trying to set a fast time by passing Huntsman. Right here, Artem Schmidt. You can see here the Ineos Grenadier rider, the orange and white jersey. He has passed Esanza. You can just see his name at the top there. And, you know, the climb is a climb between 5.5 and 9 kilometers. Start out 7%, flattens out. Quick bit of 9. You know, it's probably averaging 4 and a bit percent there on that climb all the way to the top. Couple of flat sections, a little bit of a downhill too. Yeah, this is a decent time trial. You know what? I hope Remco comes out and absolutely just smashes them and then has comments for the race organizers, because this is ridiculous. You know, everyone has to deal with the wind. I know what they're going to say. Well, what if it's windy at the start and not at the end? That happens in every time trial. Happens in every time trial. Some people are going out in pouring rain, and the dudes at the end are finishing in broad sunlight, or vice versa. Happens on every time trial. So you've just taken all of Remco's advantage away here, right now. He's going to be angry. Yeah, exactly, Tom. Why even expend any energy at all today? Yeah, just roll along. Roll along at 15K an hour. If I was the riders right now, I'd make a joke out of this. Like, basically, you've just canceled the stage. Why even run it? You know? Why even run? I want to see it. I'm looking forward to the coverage of it, especially in the wind. Travels 20 saying Eurosport, HBO Max, and DAZN showing it live in Europe. So guys, yeah, if you got the money and you want to pay for a subscription, that's the only way you can do it. I still don't have it yet online here, and that might just be the North American feed. It will be coming shortly though, and I want to see the wind in action. Hab Tom. Hi, Mr. Colin. We know Benny isn't a time trialist, but since he has the jersey on his first stage, do you think he will work for today? Dude, with the winds and the fact that they've neutralized it, they may not want to expend any energy. All I can guess, I guess it depends too if there's any time bonifications, which there won't be. Dude, he's probably going to take it easy. What do we got tomorrow? So, guys, windy stages. This is stage 3 tomorrow. I'm going to say they're going to take it easy. All of them. Because tomorrow we got this long flat stage out to 90K. We climb for almost, just under 30 kilometers. Some of it's going to be steep. Some of it's going to be pretty shallow, false flatty stuff. We have an intermediate sprint point, 4 2-in-1 points to the sprint jersey, 3 2-in-1 time bonifications, another bit of a bump, downhill all the way. So I think they want to save their energy for this. We can also take a look at stage 4. Yeah, stage 4 is a tough one, guys. This one has 3,300 meters of climbing. Col de Rates, Alto del Miserat, Alto del Sorels, La Fustera, and then looks like La Lorenca, dudes. Yeah, so Benny, unless there's time bonifications that he can gain something, I think he's going to take it easy, man. It says he has won one time trial in the past, which I didn't even know that. There we are, guys. Yeah, keep the chat going, guys. I really appreciate it. Shady's back again. Aaron, too bad this is not a stage race so we could see the echelons and chaos. Oh, dude, yeah. Well, you know what they said? I know Tony said that these wind conditions are supposed to last all the way into tomorrow afternoon. So, guys, good news. We may see pure carnage tomorrow, especially when I showed you that profile before. It's flat all the way for the first 90Ks. So, okay, dude, there's a positive out of the stage. Tomorrow, we're going to see something really cool. Something really cool here. Look at Huntsman here, fading really bad at the end. Villa is also catching him now. So Huntsman is definitely not going to have a great time at the end. Okay, so do us some last times now, guys. At Els Lax, which is at the very top of the climb here before they start bombing down. Fastest rider through is Artem Schmidt. Yeah, I was going to say it doesn't like when you go from there. I do know that. You have to find his name over here, and then you get to the right place. I don't know why PCS does that. It's something built into their coding or whatever. Big dude, 1.91 meters tall, guys. He's from the U.S. Oh, yeah, I forgot about these from the U.S. His name doesn't sound like he's from the U.S. to me. He is the U.S. 2025 individual time trial champion. So this guy's got some wheels. He's got some gas in his legs. Fastest rider through the intermediate checkpoint here. Okay, so best results for him. Obviously, I just mentioned the U.S. Championships individual time trial. 13th at the Tour of Romandy. 8th at the World Championships U23 in 2024. So fast through Elzax, it's Artem Schmidt, Diego Urarte, and I think Urarte will be the first guy to finish. Second guy out will be first to finish. Huntsman here struggling. He's going to get caught. He's so close to getting caught right now by, I believe it's Asanza. This dude here, no, sorry, Colin. Don't do that. Dude, I do that every time when I do a time trial. You can't link from there. It's broken. Okay, let me just back up. Dave, is it windy enough that the people are trying not to visit the great... Dude, it's like super windy. Like 40, 50, 60K an hour winds out there. Tony sent me some pictures through Messenger. Trees blowing down, the whole works. They must be having some kind of storm kick in. Tony saying, I don't think the roads are wide enough for echelons, farm roads through the groves. I ride there sometimes and it's chill. Not great for big groups. Tomorrow is going to be a whole different story. Every racing, but about 10 will probably take this TT off because they know Remco is a minus 300 favorite. And only about 10 really get paid for those TT Palmars. Yeah, that's right too, guys. There will be, there'll be some cash prizes at the finish. Some guys will race for that. Look at this schmozzle here around kilometer 12 or 13. Looks like we have about six riders within a kilometer of each other. Okay, new best time at the finish. Diego Uriarte still managed 46 kilometers an hour, 46.32. But guys, for a TT, that's kind of slow. Very slow. I guess on a day that doesn't have windy conditions, we would expect to see times of like 54, maybe even up to 55 kilometers an hour. So time's off. Guess what, dudes? There's no way I'm riding at 46 kilometers an hour for 22 minutes. Inside. Even inside with no wind. So yeah, these guys are killing themselves out there. Last times here at the finish, Eddie Huntsman here finished 132 down on Diego Uriarte. So remember, there's 1 minute gaps at the beginning. So he made that up, and the second place guy behind him was just catching him. So we're looking for Asanza's time by oh, that's at the yeah, like even after 9 kilometers, this dude Abai Asanza was down 3 minutes. 3 minutes to Diego Uriarte. 3 minutes. This is why a time trial is so important. And I know a lot of people said, yeah, but it's so much of an advantage. So are the climbs. So are the climbs. Filippo Ganna on a climb versus Poggi on a climb. Poggi has such a distinct natural advantage. Ganna probably weighs, I don't know, 20 kilograms more than him. Something like that. Yeah, you gotta balance the races better. I don't think the Tour de France is very balanced right now. Oh, looks like we've lost our little stick figures here. They're back. Artem Schmidt coming to the finish. This guy should have the fastest time coming through here, guys. We'll wait for that to pop up. He was 5.7 seconds ahead of Uriarte at the halfway point. Just actually over halfway. Coffee's good, guys. I'm still on my second cup. I should have had another one. Dave saying just before Christmas he almost got blown across 3 lanes of moving traffic. Yeah, Dave's always riding outside. Keep in mind, taking off is really only losing 5 to 7 minutes and only about 4 kilometers slower and faster than all of us in our 3 kilometer baseline, 97%. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Dude, yeah, these guys are destroying. These guys in hurricane force winds, we couldn't touch. Inside, with no wind and perfect conditions. Yeah, Aaron's saying the beauty of the USA is the names can sound like they come from anywhere in the world. Oh, Tony's saying the winds are 40 to 50 miles an hour, not Ks, guys. 40 to 50 miles an hour. Yeah, again, looks pretty decent back here, the gaps. Look at this. Look at this absolute schmozzle here. I think there's 6 riders there. I think Asanz is actually riding with someone else at this point. Artem Schmidt. Okay, so it's still Diego Uriarte, Eddie Huntsman. So Eddie Huntsman from the US finished 1 minute and 32 seconds down. Over 17 kilometers. That's all going to change here right away, guys. Felix Großartner next to go out. Magnus Cort not long after that. Just looking at the big names. And we're going to cruise along here. So, guys, did get a little bit of my exam work done. Again, feeling pretty good about it. I just got to get through it today. Just get through a column. Just knock another thing off. Drop the stress again. Drop the stress. Aaron saying, feels like a huntsman should be catching people, not being caught. Guys, just listening to my furnace right now. Hang on. You guys might be able to hear that. It's so loud. Wait for the... It's working. Guys, sometimes I get really nervous about it. When I know it's not working and I fix it, then I'm always concerned about it. I guess it's not kicking on because it's so warm out here. Dudes, we could do that quickly. Let's do a weather check for Didsbury, Alberta, Canada. Oh, okay, so there's for my American friends. I must have been talking to my buddy. 41 Fahrenheit at like before 7 o'clock in the morning. 68 degrees in Cabo San Lucas, which is super nice. I'll change back to Celsius for my Canadian friends and you Europeans. 5 degrees, dudes. That is like summertime here. Absolutely like summertime right now. We're going to look at the 7-day forecast for Didsbury because the ice, 12 degrees Celsius today, dropping down to freezing overnight, so it gets icy. 13, back to freezing. 11, fantastic. Actually, I'm going to do this here. So 13 for Friday, 11 for Saturday, Sunday. I'm happy with that too. Happy. Even Monday, 2 for the afternoon. Great. I love it. It's a spring with a fresh breeze. Guillaume Bovin, this guy here, the Canadian from Montreal, did not start today for NSN cycling team. So he finished 94th yesterday and decided not to start today. I have no answer for that right now. And at the finish, we're still waiting for some more stuff to be updated here, guys. They've only got Diego Uriarte finishing and Eddie Huntsman. We know Artem Schmidt's been through. And there's like 3 or 4 riders coming to the finish together right now. Hopefully no one's staying too close together, as the judges might say, yeah, you know what? They're going to be really lenient today with the wins. Julian Bernard, 4th fastest through at Wow, look at the gaps here. At the halfway point, Artem Schmitz, 5 seconds between him and Diego Uriarte in third place. Fourth place, 50 seconds back. Just shows you the different qualities of time trialists here. Julian Bernard, don't click there, Colin. Click over here. There we go. Not a time trialist. And we click over here, Artem Schmidt, a time trialist. So that's why you're seeing those numbers, guys. These guys are just better at their aero position, especially in the wind. Being arrows better. Yeah, so I don't know why we're not getting this updated quick enough, but that's okay. Back to the chat, guys. Aaron's saying, what is the wind direction? Are they going to a headwind? Dude, I checked before, weather during the race, and I'm getting nothing. I don't know why they're not showing anything here. Maybe Tony has an idea. Tony, do you know which way the wind's coming from? The speeds are telling me that it's not a tailwind, that's for sure. With an average speed, like a winning speed of 46k an hour, that they're fighting the wind, at least at some points. Okay, we're still waiting for Artem Schmidt's finish here because he's not showing up at all. So he has finished. So this is all going to change, guys. We've got Diego in first place, Martin Pedersen, Eddie Huntsman, Matteo Fabro, Wojtek Kemenick, and Abai Azanza here. Artem Schmidt's in there as well. And we'll look for some bigger names to show up here pretty soon. So Magnus Kort's next to go out. Andrew August, the young gun for Ineos Grenadiers. Carlos Garcia Pernia. If I click here, will it take me somewhere? Yeah, it will. Carlos Garcia Pernia. What did he do last year? I remember that name a lot. Let's take a look at him. 4 stages that the... Okay, so I'm thinking of a different Pernia, I think. Does he have a brother? Yeah, he has a brother. That's why. Dudes, let's check out his brother. This is this guy here. 24 years old. This guy, dudes, he's on Movistar. And I think he did pretty decent last year. Okay, he crashed out of La Vuelta as well. Tour de France, he was 26th. I just remember following that name a lot last year. Raul Garcia Pernia. I think he did pretty good in La Vuelta and then just didn't start one day. I think he was doing well on some of the climbs. I think that's who that was. Okay, back to the chat. So maybe Tony knows the direction. Dave's talking about cruising along at 42k an hour and got dropped by a group spinning at around 55k an hour. Yeah, the winds can really help. Wind is from the west, so off the left shoulder for most, then behind for the last 2-3k. So guys, what I can do for that, maybe the Tour Tracker can help us out here. So the winds are coming from the left-hand side of this map. So they're going to have it over their left-hand shoulder, so it's going to be buffeting them the whole way. Start's not too bad. It's a bit more of a tailish wind at the start. This point through here is going to be tough. I'll show you what's going to be tough. It'll be all over their left shoulder here. Tailwind, fighting back into it, straight into it right here. Back to a crosswind, tailwind, straight into it. Then when they get to the timing point, the intermediate checkpoint, it'll be more of a tailwind, tailwind through here, and a lot of crosswind on the finishing straight into the finishing town at Alginet. So hopefully that helps us out a little bit there. So it's not like a headwind at all. There's little headwind sections where they're going to have to battle hard for probably 300-400 meters, that type of thing. And trying to get a refresh here. And yeah, still no time for Artem Schmidt coming through. So guys, this is all going to change once they get that caught up. He probably just had some timing issues maybe with his timer. I don't know. So nothing showing up yet at the finish for him. Okay, it would be great to get post-race power data and be able to compare it to baseline power to know who nailed it and who was on a good or bad day. Yeah, dude, I'd love to. If they all posted their stuff to Strava, you could see a lot of that. Wow, lots of comments here, guys. I love it. Pretty sure Barcelona was an America's Cup host site in the recent past. Okay, Aaron, great weather for America's Cup Regatta in Valenciana. Baking a banana for carb load of the day. Dude, that's what I need for tomorrow. I told Addison I'm going to do my biggest ride ever tomorrow. Because, me and my little buddy talk all the time. And, man, they posted a picture last night, and I'm like, steak, shrimp, it looked like lobster on their things. Like it looked like a big fry-up type thing as I was eating a bag of chips. Like, guys, I honestly had a bag of chips for supper last night. Oh, and I topped it off. Second course, pretzels. I think, oh, yeah, and earlier before that, the appetizer, I had 2 pepperoni sticks. So, for breakfast, I don't even know what I ate. And then I had my pepperoni sticks. I would have had something. Oh, I had those little packs of like, they're like little fruit chews. I had 3 packs of those. They're like supposed to contain real fruit. They don't contain real fruit. That's a lie. And then I had my pepperoni sticks for supper. I had a second course of half a bag of dill pickle chips, followed up with a handful of pretzels. I'm living large over here, virtually on death's door, trying to keep things going. Okay, Valencia did America's Cup in 2007. That's from Tony. Dave's saying -9 Celsius in Toronto, colder than us in Alberta. Yeah, dude, we're warm right now, and bring it. I want warmer all the time. I don't care. I don't care what people say. I'm sick of living in the cold. I'm sick of -40. We never got that once this year. I think the coldest we got overnight, I think we had -30. 2 nights. Last winter, it was horrible. So many nights of -30 plus. Dipped down to -40, and we had pigs outside at the time. I was out there all the time watering them with hot water to kind of warm them up, to give them a hot drink. I had heat lamps on for them. They knocked the heat lamps down one night and almost burnt the barn down. In fact, I found them laying on the heat lamp. So it's a reflector, with a red light. They were laying on top of it in the straw. The straw was just smoldering. I guess the only reason the whole place didn't burn down and they all didn't die was because me walking in and out of there all the time with snow on my boots. The straw's a little damp all the time. I hadn't put any fresh straw down, but it was just smoky in there, smoldering. Joey Jojo had no idea. I just tell her these things and she's like freaking out, and I'm like, it's good though. Like, yeah. So I'm so glad the pigs are gone. So glad. I don't want to do that anymore. The goats are gone. Thank you, Joey Jojo, for getting rid of them for me, because they were just always a pain in my butt. Artem Schmidt now coming through, guys. First place, 21:42, 32 seconds ahead of Diego Uriarte. Nice ride here by Axel Vandertook as well. Didn't I call him Danny before? Yeah, I called him Danny before. But I think there's a Danny Vandertook as well. Here's Axel Vandertook. He's got a brother. Danny Vandertook right here. Gadoosh! Told you guys. Locked in, dialed in tight. So this is Axel Vandertook from the Netherlands. 24 years old. Let's go take a look at Danny. Danny's here as well. 26, so it's the older brother. Danny is Polish descent. So I guess they lived in Poland, moved, something. I don't know what the story is, guys. I don't want to make up any family stories here. He was in the breakaway all day yesterday, got caught, and then still finished right at the front. He got caught by that group. Remember, there was 19 riders in the front group? He hung on with them, didn't get dropped out the back, got caught in the end eventually, but had time bonifications. Finished 52nd yesterday, but with all his time bonifications, 6th overall. 6th overall. Danny Vandertook, not Axel. I love stuff like that, guys. You can see how excited I get by these little things. There's not much excitement in Colin's life these days, guys. There's not much. So we need a reset. Aaron's saying, oh yeah, remember that one? I think it was the Swiss syndicate, Alengi, that put the site there, because they must be talking about the sailing still, or the yachting, as I like to call it. Come together. Yeah, right now. What is our current curling? Oh, geez, dude. Oh, I forgot about that. What about silver updates? I was telling another friend, there's a dude in my channel, I'm talking about you, Aaron. Dude, you make half the chat here, dude. Silver price updates, like I'm some kind of guru forecasting silver or something. Dude, I have no idea. What is our current curling field? Italian mixed team, a big favorite, and I think under competition already. Dude, I got to catch up on all this stuff. Magnus should put in a decent ride. He always goes hard. That's from Dave. Purnia is, yes, dude, Purnia is a legit good young rider. I was watching him all last year. Magnus Cort is like the granddad of pro cycling at this point. Yeah, it feels like he's old now. It feels like he's old. Where is Magnus Cort? Here he is. He's just starting the climb now. Let's take a look at some of. Guys, I'm going to mostly look for big names. Okay, Groschartner is at the top of the climb right now. Rides for UAE. Cort on the climb. You remember, we're going to have a lot of. Here's a Garcia Pernia as well. Just started. Garcia Pernia. That's Raul Garcia Pernia. So this is the one that I followed a lot last year. It rides for Movistar. Legit rider. GC. Wow, he has a good TT as well. So let's keep an eye on this bro right here. Yeah, Colin needs excitement in his life, guys. Okay, William Bloom Levy for Uno X at the finish in 25:26, only at 40.516 kilometers an hour. That's going to put him way down in the standings when you consider that Artem Schmidt averaged 47.5 kilometers an hour, guys. Yeah, good luck. And none of this counts outside of cash bonuses at the end, the pride of winning, and having a little World Tour stat show up that you won a race. Dave, will be nice to see Bike Terror integrate significant with direction. Yeah, dude, I'm waiting for Bike Terror to show up and start showing some of the stuff. You know what? While I got you here, guys, let's do it. While I got you here, Bike Terror. See, I search it all the time, guys. And internet, don't slow down now. Okay, dudes, whilst we're just waiting for it to show up, I'll do that. We'll just jump out. You don't need to see that screen. I'll get caught up in the chat again. Ketchup chips and grape crush sounding great right now. Yeah, dude, I've eaten so much garbage lately. I honestly don't know how I'm alive. Yeah, so when I told Addison, because Addison's kind of like, Addison's my bro. And she goes, Colin, you're going to be so lonely by yourself. I said, yeah, you're right, I am. Bored to death. I have no one to talk to at night. I only talk to you guys every day right now. And outside of a couple of work phone calls, I'm walking around the house, not saying a word to anyone. Yeah, it's getting toilet bowly, if you get my drift. Okay, so we have Raul Garcia Pernia coming out soon. João Almeida goes out 3 minutes later. Antonio Tiberi for Bahrain Victorious. 8 minutes after that, we have Brandon McNulty. Ivan Romeo, keep that name in mind, guys. Rides for Movistar, time trial specialist. Magnus Sheffield, Maciej Vashik, Alexander Vlasov, and then Remco at 16:26. So yeah, Addison says, well, Colin, because she's always asking me what I'm doing. What are you up to, Colin? What you doing? And I said, I think I'm going to do my longest ride ever on Friday. And she goes, well, how are you going to do that? You're going to be so dehydrated. I just said Pop-Tarts and Cokes. Pop-Tarts and Cokes. So that's what we're doing, guys. Where's Binyam? Dude, Binyam's going to be going out last. This is Luam Gide here. I think that's how you say your name. Yeah, dudes, I got to turn this up a bit. My eyes are struggling right now. Got to get the brightness on the phone up. Yeah, Binyam should be going out dead last, dude. He's first place overall. I think he's first place overall. Isn't he? I don't know. Yeah, Binyam's first place. I wasn't sure about the time bonifications of the other riders in that breakaway. But there's Danny Vandertook, finished 52nd, time bonifications, puts Euskadel Euskadi into 6th place overall. Not bad. Mads Venzel, he's another dude. Equipo Current Farmer in number 4 overall right now. Giovanni Lenardi, so he was a sprinter yesterday at the finish line. Arne Merit and Binyam Gurmai. So Binyam goes out dead last. As he should, being first place overall. Take a look at this, guys. At the midway point, Felix Groschartner has pushed back Artem Schmidt. What? Holy crap. Look at this. Felix Grosch... I don't know if there's been some wind changes, guys. They're saying at the halfway point, 9.5 kilometers, I believe it is, at Els Lacs here, that Felix Groschartner went through there 51 seconds ahead of Artem Schmidt. Is that real? Okay, the second place rider, Hugo Asnar, is almost 51 seconds back. So Felix Groschartner must have been getting some really gusty winds helping him. That's my only guess, to finish that far ahead. Holy, that's huge. Guys, I'm freaking chilly down here today. I feel like putting the house coat on. If you've ever seen any of the psych coffee chats with Colin, I sit around in a big house coat and talk about nothing. Colin's making the chat hungry with calorie deficient cycling. Pod watchers is hardcore cruel. Dude, yeah, dude, I'm riding carb depleted, calorie deficits every time I ride now. Dave's saying my ideal is 30 degrees in the shade. Binyam, dude, hasn't started. He'll be going out dead last today. Dude, yeah, dude, it depends on the wind. Like, everyone's going to be riding different conditions. That's why they're making this rule that it's going to be neutralized with a stage winner, but not GC implications, which I think is stupid. Eddie's saying 20 seconds. Aaron, keep in mind, Colin, the winter cold is what makes Cabo your favorite. Yeah, dude, totally. So, guys, check this out. This is another one for me. So, we're in 2026. Last year, I didn't go to Cabo once. What did I do last year? I went to Vegas for a nice little stretch, I think in late February for my birthday. June, we went to Denver. I love that trip, guys. Love that trip for Metallica. And then we were scheduled to go to Cabo originally in October. It kept getting pushed back. Just because Joey didn't like the places she was booking. She goes, okay, I'm just going to cancel that, go to this one. We had one really cool place, and then we had access to a couple of resorts to use their pools. The lady said, hey guys, it's non-refundable, but I promised you'd have access to the pool. You don't now. All you got is your little rinky-dink pool. So she gave us a full refund. November 7th, we said, okay, we're going January 31st. Didn't get to go. So I haven't been to Cabo this year at all. Last year, I would have been to Cabo, I think, in May of 2024. But dudes, we traveled a lot that year. May 2024, Cabo. Then Seattle would have been August for Metallica. Then Puerto Vallarta in November. It seems we go on trips every 2 to 3 months. Somewhere fun. I'm going to refresh this here for you guys. Let's see if Tour Tracker ever got their act together. They didn't. You know, they never got their act together. We've got all the timings and stuff, but they don't show it on screen. So today it's going to be all about PCS, guys. I like the look of Tour Tracker better now, but if I can't see my little stick lines, dude, it's amazing what these things do for me here. Like this is to me is incredible, even though it's so basic. So Felix still the fastest through the midway point. Artem the fastest at the finish. It looks like Felix is going to absolutely blow him out of the water at the finish line. Just had Hamish Beetle finish here. Beetle. Not as in a beetle, but as a beetle. Jose Antonio Prieto, one of those twin brothers for the Conti team. Continental Rider team, guys, for Petrolike. 4th overall at the finish so far. 44 seconds down. Coming back here. Dude, I can't show it to you live here. I don't even have it live yet. It only goes live on my subscription at 7:45. I will check right now on my laptop, see if they've got it earlier. They might. Sometimes this happens. So, no, nothing live yet. It's supposed to go live at 1/4 to the hour, and I think that almost might be around the world. I'm not sure, though. Benny in the lead starts last. Ian saying, have you or the girls been to Cabo Wabo? Sammy, Hagar, you stoned it? Dude, last time me and Joey Jojo were there, we were right downtown and we talked about walking over there. We've never actually been to Cabo Wabo. I know they were talking about it on this trip. I still don't think they went. Because the girls were in town yesterday just blowing through cash. Colin better go buy himself something to kind of like feel like he's getting something out of this. I've got a dude here, Shamberhani, asking, bro, what are you doing? I don't know, dude. What am I doing? Shamberhani, where you from, bro? How'd you find us? Guys, at the finish, it's still Artem Schmidt. Fastest time. Yeah, it's still Felix Groschardt with a massive lead at the halfway points. Can that hold up? So, yeah, guys, take a look at here on screen right now. You can see this rider here, Boo, B-O-U, and Bonnet. They're like side by side each other right now. So something's going on with those two. And even here, Asnar and Louvel, someone's catching another rider here, catching their 1 minute men. So some guys are having great TTs and some are just getting absolutely blown up. We can see that at the climb too, Otruba and Fernandez are sitting basically on top of each other. I'll jump back to the chart. Silva at around 75 near lows. Wow, it's at 75. Threatening breakout to go lower based on Chartist theory. Yeah, dude. Some people are making a ton of money on silver right now. Like it's swinging $10 each day. Back and forward, back and forward. So if you got the big bankroll, you can be buying tons of it. I guess physical silver and then flipping it like at the end of the day. Dave's gonna send me his number so you can call anytime to chat, vent, howl at the moon. Oh, dude, Dave, seriously, send me your phone number, dude. I'd love to have a chat with someone. Like I feel like I'm just, yeah. Gold's down today too, near lows. Yeah, Felix is totally on a heater here, guys. So what's funny is, okay, let me just see, where did Artem's times goes? View last 20 times. So Groschartner went through at 2101. Okay, that's the finish. Sorry, guys. It was lax. That's what we want. Groschartner went through there at 1301. Artem Schmidt was, yeah, he was 51 seconds down there. Okay, it's through here now, guys. Felix comes in, and he does have a 41-second lead over Artem Schmidt. 49k an hour average. Now, guys, that's got to do a little bit with probably wind gusts. Maybe when he turned into the headwind sections, the wind had dropped. It's not... I know what it's like here when we get our 60, 70, 89k an hour blasts of wind. You go outside, you can't walk for 1 second, and then 4 seconds later, it's like it just calms. Picks up again, calms. So that's probably what these guys are going through here as well. Cabo Wabo is definitely tequila, I think. Yep. Cabo Wabo, wasn't that a Van Halen song? It's dude, it's the restaurant down in Cabo San Lucas. Vandertook sounds Dutch Quebecois clothing brand. Okay, I like that. I'm going to have a sip of some cold coffee here, guys. I'm thinking I might run upstairs and get another one. We got a little bit of time here for the big guns. We still have 67 riders yet to start. So yeah, guys, we got time. I've got a really terrible coffee here. Like, share, and tell your friends. From Dave. Thank you, Dave. New bike shopping on the horizon. Interesting stream idea. Viewer asking questions of of shop. Oh, a shop staff. Yeah, that's a good idea, dude. Guys, I still have my little camera here. I've never used this baby. It's like one of those action cams, and you can like put it right here. And if you're wearing like a black jacket or like say you got a backpack, you can put it on the strap. It's very discreet and people don't even notice it. So you can kind of do some in real life live streaming or capturing video content without it being too, in someone's face. Instead of, walking around with a phone like this. Oh, hi, how you doing, buddy? People don't like that. Binyam will hold GC jersey today no matter what. That's right, dude. It doesn't matter where you finish today. There's no impact on the race today with this. Someone's going to win, and everyone will know it. Someone's going to win some cash prizes, but it won't affect the GC. On the cycling finance, Peloton has had a rough week, down 11%. Dude, they're just like, don't they just keep crashing every week? Remember when Peloton was the thing everyone needed during COVIDs? It seemed like every person out there went out and bought themselves a Peloton machine. I sure didn't, dude. I've got a real smart trainer that's about 1 billion times better than a Peloton. Simulates uphills. It actually simulates the downhills too. If you get a good one, Tax Neo 2T, the motor will actually speed up on the descents, and you can't even spin anymore. So if I'm bombing a hill at 70, 80k an hour in my virtual reality games, I'm not pedaling. There's a lot of trainers out there, kind of fake. On the downhills, you're still able to put power into the pedals. You're not able to do that when you're going 80k an hour. You're just holding on for dear life. You're going to spin for a few seconds at 120 RPMs, and then you're like, okay, I'm just wasting energy here. There's some trainers that are dumb. They're still smart, but they don't have that feature built in. So this trainer kind of hurts me on the downhills. It actually has road simulation built in too. So say over on Zwift, if I hit gravel or if I hit the wooden bridges, I get a little thump, the thump, crossing all the way. I turn it off. It gets annoying. Just saying though. That's right. No GC. There will be a stage win. There are UCI points. Good point, Eddie. I forgot about that too. So there are UCI points here being accumulated, and that helps the teams out during the relegation times. Ooh, yeah. Midway point, Carlos Garcia Perna, 50 seconds down. Man, Felix absolutely destroyed it. Felix absolutely destroyed it for UAE. 32 years old. Yeah, like crazy. In his results, I'm not seeing... Okay, right here, guys. Yeah, okay. I just missed that there. He's the 3-time national champion for Austria in the men's elite individual time trial. 2022, 2024, and 2025. So, yeah, definitely a hitter in the time trial. Okay, I got messages coming in. Okay, I got a message over here. Had a bag of chips. Chips. Plus 2 pepperonis. Plus 2 pepperoni sticks. I said, holy crap, your supper looked good. And she goes, yeah, it was so good. Yeah, how come I don't get these meals? Come on, girls. Not fair. Yeah, dudes, gotta admit, probably one of the first times in my life I've had FOMO, fear of missing out. I'm living that life right now. So Felix Großartner first, Artem Schmidt at 41 seconds, Diego Uriarte at 113. Guys, this is all going to change in the next little bit. I'm still 20 minutes from live video feed from the World Tour. I'm going to get caught up with what everyone's saying here. Then I'm going to race upstairs and grab myself another delicious instant coffee. I haven't made coffee once since Joey Jojo's been gone. She'll drink instant coffee, but she prefers when I make it for her. Guys, I do a lot of stuff. I'm the guy that you need. Hey, we need this done. Hey, we need this done. Can you do this? Can you pick that up? Can you clean that up? Can you do this outside? That's what I do. Yeah, whatever. Best service ever. Tell the shop you are streaming and might even get a good deal on stuff. And if the shop is really good, long-term relationship. Yeah, dude, I haven't been into a bike shop forever now. Imagine betting Remco to win the GC and losing the individual time trial, and that was his hope to win. Yeah, dude, brutal. Aero much more important than power at 80 km/h speed. Speeds. Aaron St. Colin, get meals on wheels, gels. Yeah, there is another race on too, guys. We'll stick here. Dudes, I'm going to grab this coffee. And again, half a bag of chips, 2 pepperoni sticks, a handful of pretzels. And, I did wake up and I had myself a Lara bar this morning. So a little tiny bar of sorts. It ain't a Pop-Tart, that's for sure. I got none of those right now. I should get fueled up at least before I go to the exam, right? I don't want to go into an exam feeling like crap. Yeah. Dudes, I'll be back. Thanks for being here with me. Ginger. Okay. And we're back, dudes. That's as fast as I can do that. Boil water, make instant coffee. Let's go, folks. Let's go. We're back. I always hate doing that part because people come on and like, what's this guy doing? Like, he's not even showing anything. Oh yeah, back to Bike Terra, guys. Let's go to the dashboard here and see if they have any events. I highly doubt they're going to cover this race. Sometimes I look at routes. Nothing. Actually, I noticed that they've made the. Hey, I've done this one, the Col du Fouché. This guy here. I actually did this route. I haven't ridden Bike Terra at all lately, guys. I'm only on Zwift right now. I kind of need. Oh, sorry, guys. You don't need to be seeing that. That was my course I was working on. I kind of need the groups. I need the people in my life right now. I need people around me, dudes. Yeah. Okay, next to start, João Almeida in 1532. So he'll be going out right away. He's going out in less than a minute. Theo Gegenhardt. Those are the two big names coming next. Excuse me. Just want to make sure we get all the times right. So at the midpoint, ooh, nice here. Groschartner still holds fastest time at the midpoint. Intermediate check. Then we have Jonathan Vervini, 10 seconds down. Jakob Otruba at 22. Patrick Welsh. Yeah, like guys, some of these dudes here, I think some are getting good wins. 34 times Steph Kras for Soudal Quickstep at checkpoint 1. There is only one checkpoint, and then the final checkpoints. Everything looks pretty much the same as before here. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same here. Liam Flanagan from the US of A sitting there in the top 10 right now. Nice job, dude. Nice job. Let's go watch our little stick figures again. Get caught up in the chat, guys. Have some coffee. Get it. Okay, Dave. Thanks, dude. Dave, I'm going to call you today, man. Sent on Facebook. Muscat. Yeah, that's right, dude. So the Muscat Classic is tomorrow. Dudes, okay, good point, Eddie. Thank you, bro. We're just going to jump off for a second here. No one freak out, okay? So tomorrow, the next races, and look at her right here. Man, Lorena Vibes. Yeah. Dude, she's going to have so many first place finishes this year. It's going to be insane. It's going to be absolutely insane. Look out for her. Oh, there's the Asian World Elite Individual Time... Women's Elite Individual Time Trial. Here we go. Renata Sultanova, Wing Yi Leung, and Hao Zhang. So that was going on. Eddie talked about the years. So, okay, tomorrow, the 6th. Guys, this is where I screwed up. I thought the Tour of Oman started on the 6th as well. It's one day later. So we have the Tour of Oman 2-Point Pro. Same kind of racing as what we're seeing here. You've noticed that we haven't seen any Visma riders. They're going to the Tour of Oman. That's what they've decided. Tomorrow on Friday, oh, that's Colin's free day, February 6th, we have the Muscat Classic. Why don't we take a look at that? Who's going to show up for it? Albanese, Roger Adria, Nairo Quintana. Guys, you know all the names here. Like, I'm just scrolling them. Baptiste Gregoire, Rudy Millard, Quentin Pache. For Visma, oh, Sepp Kuss is there. Because these guys are riding the stage race. Sepp Kuss, Bart Lemon. I know Axel Zonglé is going to be there as well. This is just a one-day race. Rui Oliveira, Adam Yates, Pablo Torres. Ooh, Pablo Torres there, guys. This guy, another future Poggy, perhaps. We've got Isaac Del Toro already. Here's another one coming right now. Dudes, okay, let me get back into the race here, guys. So yeah, lots of fun stuff coming. So we got, we're going to have more UAE tomorrow. We're going to have more Valenciana tomorrow. We're going to have the Muscat Classic tomorrow. Can I see that? Can I see that? Let me just check my schedule, guys. I think I can. So February 6th, it doesn't show the Muscat Classic. So tomorrow I'll have Valenciana. I know the French race is still going on too. That's a 2.1 race, so another step down. So Valenciana, and we'll have UAE 2 tomorrow. Then the Tour of Oman starts on Saturday. Bang, bang. So I should be able to almost watch this now. Nope, still 10 minutes out. And they're not giving us anything early here. Okay. Dudes, what I'm thinking today, this is what I'm thinking today. After my exam today, I'll be in Calgary. I know where I'm going. It's kind of my old stomping grounds when I grew up in Calgary. Uh, I'm just gonna get out of Dodge. I'm just gonna get some disgusting fast food, like a big greasy burger. I'm gonna like if they would say, "Hey, dude, you want the extra large everything?" I'm like, "Yep, sure do." I want my Coke. I want it full strength. I'm not going diet products anymore. Ain't doing it. Ain't doing it. I gotta start carbo loading for tomorrow, guys. And the best way to do that is probably like 2 Big Macs. That's the best advice I can ever give you in my lifetime, guys. Yes, dudes. Okay, Almeida, first real test of the day. GC threat and okay in the discipline. Muscat grapevines. Oh, our nice sweet vines. Okay. Only time I won't answer is when rolling in traffic. Dude, there's another guy. He was, I told you, Fireworks. He's from the Bronx. For some reason, I thought he was from Toronto as well. His name's Fireworks. I think his name is Brian Carlos. He has which makes Carlos, get it? Rides bikes. He's got a little Facebook page. I'm part of it. I try to cross-post on there when I can. He sends me personalized messages on Instagram, just chatting about anything. I love it. I love when he sends them to me. I just listen along. I'm driving my car going, oh man, this guy thinks about stuff and he wants to talk with me. Dude, it's so, motivational for me. At the finish line. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, look at this. Felix Groschartner just held on. This Jonathan Verveni here had a really hot ride as well. Really hot ride. Let's see if I can find him. Here he is. Jonathan Verveni, Soudal Quickstep. Guys, a dude I don't really know, I got to be honest. He's only 22 years old. All his stats on PCS are just loaded into the time trial specialty. Now, what is he good at? Oh, by the way, okay, guys, I feel like an idiot. He's the European Conti men's under 23 individual time trial champion for 2025 last year. There he is, Jonathan Verveni. So this would be for the young guns. Obviously, he didn't win the men's elite, but he's very fast. So kind of a new name to keep on the radar in the future, guys. Next to start, Yves Lampert, Marc Soler, long shorts, Antonio Tiberi. And then Brandon McNulty, Damiano Caruso. Kind of like some of your bigger names coming up, dudes. What time are we looking at here? I just got to watch my time. 7:37. I got to be in Calgary by 11. Abraham Habte saying Benny will repeat it today also. Yeah, he's going to keep the jersey, guys. Because of the wins, they've neutralized this stage for GC. So they're not going to let any of these times impact the GC. So Benny will keep the jersey today. Best all-time female racers, my team, Jeannie Longo, Marianne Voss, Annemiek van Vleuten, Lorena Vibes, Alison Sidor, Julia Furtado. Yeah, dude, those are good ones. Is that just a road cycling GOAT list for the women from Aaron? Yeah, pretty much, right? There should be a Malaysian rider in the male time trial Asian championships from Eddie. Oh, I didn't know that. Dave's saying Madonna, she's kind of gotten weird lately, right? Oh, she was always kind of weird, but I think she's ultra weird now. Madonna's first baby daddy was a bike racer she met in Central Park. Was named Carlos. Yeah, dude, there's old pictures of hers from the 80s riding. She might have been riding a Colnago or something. I think she was decked out in a La Vie Claire jersey, maybe. Oh, yeah. Fernand Prevot needs to be considered as well with the world title. Yeah, definitely. She has to be on that list. For tomorrow for the Asian male championship. Okay. Solar panels, the anti-Dygart. Yeah, exactly. Anti-Chloe. Anti-Chloe. I wonder if she is an anti for someone. She might be an anti for someone. Okay, guys, I'm going to try to open this here now. Oh, that's UAE Tour. Sorry. Where is my time trial? Here it is. We now have a feed coming through. And I'm going to get a commercial probably first. Thank you. And I'm going to have a sip of coffee. The only thing that seems to advertise on Flow Bikes is Ruvi, which I used to die for Ruvi. I used to love it. I used to make so many videos on it. Dudes, this might be video 500. This might be video 500. Only because I made this video earlier today. I was at like video 498 We might have hit 500 yesterday. This might be video 501. I'm not even sure. I'll check afterwards. So congratulations. Yay! Yay! I've made it, guys. 500 videos. Woo! It means nothing in the grand scheme of things. Dave's saying, I think it was a Cannondale Madonna Road. Okay. Yeah, I just remember she was trying to look the part anyway. So video feed is shortly coming here, guys. Let's look at some of the checkpoint times here. Patrick Welch from the U.S. had a nice time through, only 26 seconds down. Let's take a look out on screen here. What's going on? So yeah, some stuff going on the end here. Steph Crass looks like, I don't know if he's caught or been caught by someone. Look at these three riders here. Epis, I can't say that name, and it looks like McDunphy, all riding together. Someone's lost some serious time there. Those guys would have been separated by 2 full minutes. First rider, 1 minute back to the second rider, another minute back to the third rider. Someone's gaining, someone's really losing there. So it looks like Arndt came through the 9.4 section, checkpoint, 3 minutes down overall. I'm trying to get the other names here. Epis came down 2 minutes. So Epis is catching Arndt right now. You can see that on screen. Here's Epis in the green jersey, Arndt. Okay, and then it all vanishes on me. I'm basing that on the 9.4 kilometer checkpoint times. Epis comes through 2 minutes down. Arndt comes down at 3:04. He just made up his minutes. If we can get a time for McDunphy, no time for McDunphy, which is strange because he's right here. He's ahead of them, so I'm assuming he went through before them. Yeah, and again here, look at this. I think that's Carlos Pernia right there. Looks like he's catching this Herzog rider right now. Awesome. Joao Almeida on the climb now. He'll be fine there. Theo Gegenhardt pursuing him. Marc Soler, Yves Lampaert on course. Tiberi's on course as well. Yeah. We're rolling, guys. So top 10 right now, still Groschartner. 3 seconds to Vervene. Roberto Carlos Gonzalez at 23 seconds. Artem Schmidt led the way early. He's in 5th place overall. Wow, we got 4 Spanish riders in the top 10. So Carlos Garcia Perna's finished. I think that's his brother out on course here, who's just past the halfway point now. And I'm going to come back to this stuff here. Make sure everyone's okay. Here, guys, just give me a second here. I got to message my buddy. So... hang on. Never will. Okay. Okay, yeah, just got the message out to Addison. Addison should be good down there. Yeah, still waiting for that to come through now. Yeah, you can see it's wet out there, guys. Here's a quick shot here on screen right now of Yves Lampaert. You can see it's wet out there. And wait a second here. That's not real. Guys, that's not real. Fake. Fake, busted by Colin right now, guys. You know why? Because it's showing Yves Lampaert on a time trial bike. They are not allowed to be on time trial bikes today. Busted. Am I right or am I right? I just saw the rain. And I thought, okay. I mean, probably if you knew the jerseys better, you could probably tell that that's not real either. I'm not sure if that's their actual jersey this year. I don't think it is. So they're using a stock image here. They don't even have images. Yeah, Soudal's all blue now. Now, granted, Yves Lampaert. Let's see what he rides for a jersey. Yeah, well, it's more of a blue one. So yeah, just a stock image. I just like to make it seem more exciting than it is, guys. That's not a real image. Okay, Addison's bitching me. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah, sorry guys, I'm getting distracted here. So Yves Lampaert here, yeah, that action shot here doesn't look real to me. I'll come back to the imagery here. Now it looks like Epis actually faded back a bit, even though it looks like he was catching Arndt. Now he's faded back a little bit. Garcia Pernia here. Oh, there's 3 riders all on top of each other right here. I can't even make out all the names right now. Yeah, that's Garcia Pernia. So that must be the brother. There's two brothers in this race. There's Carlos and the other one. How could I figure that out? So Carlos is finished already. Oh, it's the brother. Okay, the brother, it's Raul. That's the Movistar brother. So he's having a good ride too. Having a really good ride right now. You can see him right here on screen. Yeah, man, it looks like there's different. Yeah, it must be some of the positioning too. It's hard to tell. Almeida's catching up with Marti right now. Seeing Tiberi is just starting, just at around 4.5 kilometers, going to be starting the climb. Soler is just starting to hit the base of the climb. Lampert's on it right now. Riley Sheehan for NSN is on the climb. Let's check the finish line results here. I like to look at the Els Lacs, the halfway point, and see what's going on. So again, from top 10 at the halfway point, there's a 52-second gap. And at the finish, we've got a 3-second gap between first and second place. Damiano Caruso going up next, followed by Brandon McNulty. I'll get my mic back near my face, guys. Just having a chat with Addison here. So, guys, I get distracted. I'm sorry. Now I've lost my YouTube stream. Here it is. Anyone remember when Seinfeld replaced the Klein in his apartment with Cannondale? Dude, I think I did hear that story. I just don't think I remember what the bike brands were. Probably a big sponsor with Cannondale. Just think of all the women that could have been great if only the opportunity. Women's road racing did not exist until the 80s and did not really get going until the 2010s. Yeah, I know. I think they're getting good support now. It seems like all the men's teams will have a women's team as well. And they need it. Colin, what new cycling history audiobooks did you listen to during the off season? Oh, dude, I'd have to look at my Audible. I've listened to so much. My latest acquisition, I think I picked up one called Never Finished. David Goggins. That's where he goes to run the Moab New 240 Ultra Marathon, whatever you want to call it. What do you call it? You know what I'm saying. 240 miles through the Moab, and I guess he didn't finish it. And it's just like a motivational, screw your head on right type book, which I kind of need these days. Dude, Swoosh, I think I have another one in History of the Tour de France right now. Oh, dude, I got a bunch of them. So this is kind of what I'm listening to right now. I'm going to go to my library. So there's the David Goggins book. Audiobooks. Oh, dude, I was listening to The Earth Transformed. It's how the Earth, I think The Earth Transformed, actually, I've got it downloaded. Haven't listened to that one. I think it's how geological impacts and environmental conditions affected human culture, human origins throughout time, like how things helped certain empires fall, things like that. I've got the Story of the Tour de France volume 1 I've got there. I've got Climbers by Peter Cossens. I'm listening to that. I've got The Monuments by Peter Cossens. I'm listening to that. Dudes, I'm all over the place. Colin's got too many projects on the go right now. Maybe this is why Colin's kind of feels very scatterbrained these days. And yeah, I need to focus on everything I do now. Okay. Note that Dave's list has most women from the centuries. Palmares, yep. Yeah, Aaron Smith's pretty sure that Yves Lampard pick was from the Tour de France individual prologue he won in Denmark. Yeah, I just kind of thought it was weird that they would show that today because that's not real. I guess they can say, well, we were just trying to show it was Yves. Fine. I'm over it. I'm not going to pick on them anymore. Let's take a look at this. Ooh. Wow. Let me take a look here. Wow. So they're saying here, 45th at 2 minutes, 10 seconds down, João Almeida at checkpoint 1, only moving at 37k an hour. Fastest guy, Felix, was going at 43. João could be just playing it easy today, guys. So we're never really going to know. Okay, good. Flow Bikes is actually showing some wind directions here. We are getting wind directions now. So we're going to get the last 40 riders on camera anyways for me. The New York State Thruway was originally built for bicycles. Guys, I got a sneeze going off camera. one of those ones that just comes out of nowhere. Bicycles' first huge tool for women's suffrage movement. Yeah, dude, exactly. All the, bicycles just allowed freedom for everyone to travel places, move around quicker, get to jobs easier, get to schools easier. They're showing video footage earlier today from all the wind blowing everything around everywhere, all the signs coming down. That heavy rain in another race. Here's a pod I would like to hear. Okay, I got that on my screen right now. I don't think that shows up for you guys. Just uninstall something. Here's a pod I would like to hear. How I think about and overcome fear by Alex Honnold. I know. Yeah, he's just another beast. I watched Skyscraper. Actually, me and Joey Jojo watched it. I don't know, maybe last weekend or something. Actually, I think I might have watched it. No, we watched it a couple nights before she went away. God, it feels like those girls have been away forever. Like, hang on, guys. Hang on. Okay. Sorry, just to chat with Addison here. And getting it back into my stream here. Sorry, guys, I lost that too. Again, I told you I shouldn't be distracted, but I always am. Yeah, so when I watched Alex Honnold, he's just a different dude. Like, he is so intense and about everything he does. Like, I can imagine his life. I gotta think Alex Honnold. Do you think he's Mr. Spontaneity? I don't think he is. I think everything he does in his life is calculated. Like, okay, now what we're going to do at 8 o'clock this morning, we're going to get in the car, put seatbelts on, drive, get the groceries. Has to be done in a certain order. Because I got to think his brain works that way. Like, okay, when I'm climbing this thing that if I fall, I'm going to be instantly dead. I got to think about every movement in advance, planned, make sure there's a backup plan. I think he's probably like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. And you know what? He never blinks. Just watch the videos, guys. He blinks like maybe, I swear, 2 to 3 times a second. And then he'll just stare at the screen, just like talking like this. And I don't really think about falling 1,000 feet to my death, because if I fell from 20 feet, I could possibly die too, which is true. Yeah, just really weird. I really like him though. I really like him. He's got like really powerful hands. So many influences and stories that are hidden unless you look. Might be time for a Mel Brooks marathon. The producers, Spaceballs, Blazing Saddles. Yeah, dude, Spaceballs, I love it. Watching some riders. This will be a rider coming to the finish right now. Yeah, quite gusty at the finish here, and I think they have a tailwind at the finish they were just showing. Let's go to the middle point here. Everything's looking the same as where it looks like Gwen Wehoff just came in. Artem's going to be probably pushed out of the top 10 here soon. And at the finish line, Groschartner still in the lead. Yep, they are all on road bikes, guys. Looks like they might have been allowed to use TT helmets. Yep, they're using TT helmets. So more of the aero helmets. And we'll take a look at the screen here. Man, the sticks keep disappearing. Yeah, you're going to see some weird stuff going on here now. McNulty catching Caruso right now. For sure. Oh, look at this. Looks like Lampard is catching Soler. That makes a lot of sense to me. Soler being more of a climber. Oh, Soler just got bounced back here, so his point was all over the place. Lampard, a dude that's used to riding in the winds. Yves Lampard was 57 seconds down at the intermediate check. And actually, Marc Soler was only a minute down, so they are actually pretty close together. I don't actually believe these... No, well, they do have a 1 minute stagger, so that looks about right. Tiberi... Ooh, Tiberi is on same time as first place through there. In fact, Tiberi it's saying 0 because he's the leader. He's 2 seconds faster than Groschartner. Antonio Tiberi, was it Flocky yesterday saying he's expecting a little bit more out of Tiberi at this year? So Ballring victorious. takes over first place at the intermediate checkpoint, guys. Rick Moranis, best movie, Spaceballs. Yeah, dude, probably. My favorite Rick Moranis would be his time on SCTV. Like, if you're a Canadian, that was part of, for me, if you're my vintage in Canada, that was part of growing up. Dave's here, and I'm sure he knows all about it. Rick Moranis, SCTV. John Candy, SCTV. Eugene Levy, SCTV. Rest in peace, Catherine O'Hara, SCTV. Martin Short, SCTV. Long before Saturday Night Live. Who else is on there? One of the dudes that was in Ghostbusters. You know, the three main Ghostbusters? SCTV. And then there's another lady. Oh, she's hilarious. Just can't remember her name right now. Dave's going to fill me in here. I know it. Eddie's saying that the start list rider is complete for Muscat Classic and the Tour of Oman. They're probably very similar, I would imagine. Okay, 42% of PCS game players picked Antonio Tiberi and their team for today. So I guess there's a whole fantasy league on Pro Cycling Stats, guys, you can join in on. So it looks like Tiberi was really good in the time trial in 2024 here. We're going to start seeing things change a lot here now. McNulty should have a pretty good ride. He's a good time trialist. Here's Giulio Palazzari. Looks like he's only a couple minutes behind McNulty. Binion will be last to go, guys. Next riders to start. Ivan Romeo. He's quite the time trialist. Will this take me there? It will. That time it does. Look at this dude. 22 years old. All time trial. 1.93 meters tall. World Championships 2024. Men's under 23 individual time trial champion. Also, the Spanish National Road Race Champion in 2025. If we go back to Tour de France last year, on the individual time trial, guys, I covered this one. 33 Ks, he was 7th place. So he's fast. Didn't do so well. Oh, that was the climbing stage. Well, dudes, he's 1.93 meters tall. He's not going to do well on an all-out time climbing stage. That was from Ludenville up to Paragudes. It was only 11 kilometers long. That's the one where, Remco got passed. Remember that? Is that the one where Remco got passed? Yeah, Remco got passed there. I think he got passed by Vingegaard as well. I'm pretty sure. And that's the one where Roglic did pretty good. Primoz Roglic, whatever you want to call him. Terrible with his name. So yeah, we're going to be watching. This dude could have a good run. We're going to give it a refresh to get some better times here. And I'm going to go back to the chat. Yeah, Tiberi's definitely on a heater. Coo. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Harold Ramis, that's him. Aaron Smith, was SCTV a comedy sketch ago? Yes, dude, it was. Yeah, totally. Yeah, guys, so like myself, Dave, we would have grown up watching SCTV. Who's the other guy? Who was Count Floyd? Count Floyd is another dude, guys, you'll see from movies in the last, in the 80s and 90s. He was another key character. John Candy started there. Oh yeah, Rick Moranis and Doug, That's what Dave's doing. He's doing He's doing the McKenzie brothers. So both Rick Moranis and Doug Thomas went on to have like bigger Hollywood careers. Watching a Uno X rider here finish now. So many stars came from that show. And some of them transitioned to Saturday Night Live. So probably the biggest one would probably be like, was John? Yeah, John Candy must have been on Saturday Night Live. Maybe he wasn't. But I know Martin Short went to Saturday Night Live. Remember with his hair, Ed Grimley? Ed Grimley was a character that started on SCTV. It was a Canadian show. It was on every Friday night. I think they ran it late at night too because it was a little bit risque at the time. I think it was on like at 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, it was a comedy sketch show. And they had the reoccurring characters every week, just like Saturday Night Live. Dave's saying here, holy crap, T. Royven's back. Dude, T. Royven, dude, where you been, bro? The Moira character in Schitt's Creek was hilarious. Rest in peace, Catherine O'Hara. Yeah, like, guys, they all got, like, what do you want to call it, where they learned their chops or whatever, or earned their chops, whatever the saying is. That was all SCTV. One rider for NSN Cycling being passed at the finish line here by Carlos Garcia Perna. So Carlos Garcia Perna, okay, we know he's done, so it's a replay. Yeah, just a replay there, guys. So we want some live stuff here. We've got a Movistar rider sitting in the chute right now. Is that who's going next? I don't think so. That might be Michael Hessman going here. Or maybe not. Maybe we got a delay. Roads are damp. That's Pablo Castrillo. Where's Pablo Castrillo? Just started. Okay, so that's good. It is on track. Pablo Garcia, yeah, I've seen him do a decent time trial before. Not sure if it was the Tour de France or not. Dave here. Perfect, Dave. SCTV was the prototype for Saturday Night Live, Mad TV, and Living Color. Yeah, dude, I agree 100%. All the great sketches they had, Count Floyd, the McKenzie brothers. Remember Eugene Levy and John Candy had like... remember they had the two brothers that played the accordions? They played the accordions and talked about cabbage rolls. Ed Grimley started there. Keon Uterbrooks is on course, guys. Another big name. What were the other big ones? There's so many. So many of them. They had one where it was like a couple that used to sell stuff. Come on down to so-and-so's, super duper market emporium for all your best deals. And it was just kind of really goofy. Probably the biggest. Bob and Doug have to be the biggest sketch out of there. Easy. Oh, that's right. John Flaherty. Is John Flaherty? Okay, Jonas was the one that caught Remco. Remco bailed on the Tour a day later on the Tourmalet. I remember that. Dave saying John Flaherty, Dave Thomas. Flaherty is in Happy Gilmore, Shooter McGann's Hitman. Okay. T. Royven's working. The firehouse where the theater was is still standing. It's a condo now. The station. Oh, yeah, the station owner in the wheelchair. That was John Flaherty. So, guys, SCTV, the show, was a comedy sketch show, but they were like filming it in a studio, the SCTV network. So they always talked about the SCTV network like it was a real thing. And so they always showed like the inner workings. Oh, and they had music on there too. They actually had music on there. I think the Talking Heads were on there. Talking Heads? That's the one I remember. I think the Pretenders were on there. I'm sure they were. Who is winning this? This is John Baptiste Dumas. Dude, right now, sorry, we're on a little bit of a side tangent here. This happens a lot on the channel. And John Baptiste Dumas, I know you're brand new here. I don't think you've commented before. So I get sidetracked a lot. But Felix Großschartner right now has a time of 21 minutes and 1 second. He's in first place. Jonathan Vervaini for Soudal Quickstep in second. Tiberi was ahead at the intermediate checkpoint. Finishes almost 8 seconds behind at the finish, which is not a lot. He's third place right now. Names coming up. Oh, we got Florian Vermeesch coming up in a while. We got Magnus Sheffield coming too, guys. Let's take a look at Magnus here. TT specialist for Magnus Sheffield. 1.83 meters tall. Big dude. He's going to rock the power on the bike. And I want to take a look at Florian Vermeesch as well. Big dude. Doesn't really have the time trial results, but I know he can time trial. Maybe just doesn't pull it off on race day. Matthias Vashik coming. Ben Turner coming. Dudes, we're into our last 24 riders to start. So I'll be watching the video footage here. Brandon McNulty. Yes, dude, the American. Coming through the 9.4 kilometer check. 13 seconds ahead of Tiberi. Boom! Third place right now, too, is Sven-Erik Byström here. He should be running. Okay, I knew you wouldn't take me there. I just knew it. Here he is right here. You can go over here, guys. Uno X rider here. This dude here, pretty surprising. He doesn't really have a lot of TT results on there anyway. So I'm going to look at his actual results. Wow, this guy's been around forever. Dudes, look at this. In 2014, he was the world champion. Under 23 road race champion. Under 23. Okay. That's why his name didn't stand out that much to me. But that was like 12 years ago. Dude, what was I doing in 2014? Dude, I had a better life in 2014, I think. I had a real job. I was making lots of money back then. Oh yeah, too here, guys. Giulio Palizzari, the young gun from Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe, future GC star, I think, for Red Bull, coming through almost 12 seconds down on McNulty. Can these times hold up to the finish? I love this. Eugene Levy's Anchorman character for the news. Okay, so Aaron Spain, more recent funny Canadian humor shows. Letterkenny, yep. Shoresy were interesting and funny. Dude, I haven't even watched those. Dude, for me, SCTV, Kids in the Hall. Kids in the Hall was another absolute banger Canadian sketch show. So many stars came out of that show too. I mean, they've all kind of like... And actually, I think one or two went to Saturday Night Live for a while. I'm squishing your head. I'm squishing your head. That guy? Yeah. Will Ferrell, Anchorman, 1970s character, has to be the best. Yeah, dude, he's awesome. McNuggets are hot and spicy today. Exactly. Brandon McNulty. Dude, if this guy was on another team, he'd be leading the team. For sure. Brandon McNulty right here. Where does he find himself? He's 27 years old. Oh, he's got the stash going. Looks like he's from circa 1933 or something like that. With that look. Even the hair too, right? He's riding for UAE. He's got so many superstars there with him. He did win the Tour of Poland last year. I talked about that one yesterday. I didn't cover that race. I followed it whilst I did Burgos. He's won the Crow race twice. That's right. He won the Crow race last year too. Oh, he's won Valenciana as well. Tour of Luxembourg he won in 2025. Yeah, he had a really good finish to the season last year. Brandon McNulty. Giulio Palizzari, yeah, he's having a good run too here. This is, again, the young guy, 22 years old for Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe. Already won a stage at the Vuelta. I forget that one. Which stage was it? He won stage 17. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, this is the one where there was that fire. This is the stage I was talking about yesterday where it was just blackened. A fire had raced through there, and he got away by himself. I'm pretty sure that was the stage. Pelizzari, Pitcock, Jai Hindley, Jonas, João Almeida, Matthew, Ricca Friccantello, who used to ride for Israel Premier Tech. He should be at the Decathlon now. He is. So let's take a look here. I know Don was asking earlier, when does he come back? Matthew Ricca Friccantello, first race back will be at the Tour de la Provence on February 13th. It's coming up for me, guys. That starts the day before Valentine's Day. Don't forget your Valentines. Don't forget that, guys. It's on a Saturday this year, too, so that kind of sucks, but... I was trying to book some stuff and everything's booked already, and yeah, whatever. I'll be fine this year. Gonna be absolutely fine. Walk it off, Colin. Walk it off. Woo! T. Royven saying Remco is going to win this by at least 30 seconds. John Baptiste, okay, thanks. And is Remco, is he in shape? Yeah, dude, Remco looks spectacular. He's looking fantastic this year. I think this looks like Remco's best year ever. Remember, dudes, if you jumped in like T. Royven and Jean Baptiste, this stage is neutralized today for GC because the winds were so powerful. They really didn't want to give that much time away to people. I think it's a total ripoff to Remco and the other time trial stars. There will be a winner of the stage. There will be UCI points. There will be cash handed out at the finish line, you know. But yeah, this won't impact the GC at all. Winds were gusting 80 kilometers an hour, close to 50 miles an hour. Dave's seen a few canoe heads over the years. Yes, exactly. Dave's seen also too. I'm sure Levy's character was the inspiration for that movie. Oh, for Anchorman. Aaron saying just saw a McNuggets and caviar promo yesterday. Mail order only. Very strange, but fried chicken and caviar with champagne is nice. Okay, dude. Yeah, dude. Like, come on. Dude, yeah, I gotta get some culture in me, man. You guys are all like wines and this and that, and champagnes and caviars. Yeah, dude, I'm just a degenerate over here. Great idea for Halloween, going to a club with a full-size canoe on your head. Eddie, there are video from riders from Osa saying the barrier is flying. Not to. Yeah, dude, they took all the barriers down because they were blowing all over the course. Yeah, has McNulty ever ridden the full Tour de France? I don't think so. This just shows you the depth of you. Dude, I don't know. That's a really good question. Has McNulty ridden the Tour de France? I don't think he did last year. No. 2024. He did the Spania, so he wouldn't have done Tour de France that year. Yeah, dude, that's how deep. Nope. Giro d'Italia. Wow, McNulty's never done a Tour de France. Dude, that's a really good point you brought up there. Thank you so much. He did ride the Tour de France. He did a double in 2022. And he got 19th. So, yeah, he's right there, right? He's right there. Dude, I would send him back this year. Like, if I was McNulty, I'm like, dude, I want to be on the Tour de France team. I want to be on the Tour de France team. Okay, how are we looking for time, guys? 8:10. So, I'm just going to have a chance to finish this stream up, guys. Pat the hair down. Go through my exam one last time, and then I'm running for Calgary. McNulty in the hot seat. We finally got some hot seat coverage here. Looks like a black office chair. Come on, dudes. You need like a throne or something. Yes, yeah, okay, Aaron's got it. Yes, McNuggets was in 2022. It was 2022. I remember him on the Planche de Belleville climb. What's this? Dave saying Molson 50, no name nuts and pickled eggs, height of class. Oh, dude, I'm all class here, bro. Stars and Stripes rider last year was Quinn Simmons. That's right. Nahom Daniel. What is your guess? Who is today's one? Dude, I'm going to go straight with Remco. That's the easy one. Just to get a quick answer out. I don't know why I confuse those two, Simmons and McNulty. McNulty looks like he's prematurely balding, and Quinn Simmons got the head of a Norse god. The hair of a Norse god. How about that? Pellizzari coming to the finish, guys. So at the finish line now, we have Brandon McNulty 13 seconds up on Grosschartner. You can see right now, Pellizzari's just gone off screen here on my little chart. Pellizzari's finished. Oh, only with the 5th time, it says. So Pellizzari lost time on McNulty here. 5th time overall. Oh, sorry, guys. Pellizzari 5th, yeah. So he lost quite a bit of time to McNulty. At the... not too bad. Okay, guys, I misspoke there. 12 seconds at the intermediate, and then at the finish, 20 seconds. So he lost a further 8 seconds. McNulty looking hot, guys. Why wouldn't you want this guy at the Tour de France? Most favorite riders under age 25. Ivan Romeo, we talked about him earlier, guys. Great time trialist. Next to start, Ben Turner's going out soon. Alexander Vlasov. Oh, here's a big name too. Mateusz Vashik here for Lidl Trek. We've only got 16 riders to start. So we got basically, I wonder if they're all doing 1 minutes. Are they all doing 1 minute intervals? Okay, we're still doing intervals here. Okay, top 10, we're going to be doing 2s. You can see the gap here, like it's saying 10th place rider is going to be going in 6:32. 9th place rider is going like an 8:30. So they're doing 2 minutes there. So we're going to have 6 more minutes. We'll have all those riders out. Then it's going to slow down a little bit. About 20 minutes to do the race, guys. So we're probably only 30 minutes from finishing this baby up, just so I can make sure I'm getting where I'm going today. Dave says Dutch oven or friends. The other race already finished. Rider from Luxembourg won that from Lotto. Dude, I'll take a look at you there. That's the French race you're talking about. That's the Atoll, the Tour de Garde. That's just called the Tour de Garde, Colin. Oh, I've seen this guy before. Matthew Kockelman. Yes, Matthew Kockelman. And dude, I think I saw, I remember the name Kockelman from the Tour of Luxembourg last year. I did that race. I think that's a 5-day stage race. So Kockelman, here's Matthew Kockelman. Wins today over, he beat Dylan Groenewegen and Matteo Moschetti. So, dude, this guy's got to be a total sprinter. Kinda. I wonder, I'd love to, guys, I can watch the replay later and get eyeballs on that, what really happened to that race. Maybe he had a bit of a break. Nah, he was up front. Just the right place at the right time to beat Dylan Groenewegen for second and Matteo Moschetti for, Pinarello, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Q36.5. That name almost throws me off when I see PQT. We'll come back to the time trial here and see if anything's changed. Ooh, guys, we just mentioned him like 3 minutes ago. Ivan Romeo only 8 seconds down. And I did mention this dude too, Pablo Castrillo, who doesn't show that he has great time trial ability when you look at his PCS stuff, but he is a good time trialist. And they both ride for Movistar. Both Movistar riders. Okay. So those are the big changes. We second and third places, big changes there. Pellizzari is in fourth at the second place, finished fifth overall. McNulty so far leading in the hot seat. Groschartner second. We had another dude sneak in here. Probably going to be a Uno X rider here. Lido Trek rider. What? Dudes, like, come on. Look at this guy. He's 2.02 meters tall. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Guys, I got to do some stuff here. 202 divided by 2.54. Guys, this guy is 6 foot 7.5 inches tall. Walking around at 88 kilograms. Almost a full-size man. Almost a full-size man. I like to say that a lot too. It's not to make fun of anyone, but he's kind of getting up into my weight range. I consider myself to be a full-size man right here. Not a lightweight climber. Not a pesky lightweight climber. This guy's giant. I mean, like, he's a sail going into that wind and still ends up third place overall. That's just sheer power. Sheer power. Antonio gets pushed down to sixth place. And next riders to go, dudes. Going to get hot and heavier here real quick. Remco Evenepoel going out in 9 minutes, dudes. Vlasov in 5 minutes. Danny Van der Took. Hey, man. Dude, he's up there because he was in that breakaway. Mats Wenzel's going to be going out last. Same with Giovanni Leonardi for being third in the sprint yesterday. I'll get back here. Oh, I bet you those girls. Yeah, I've got messages coming in. Okay, hang on. Dudes, sorry guys. I gotta talk with Addison for a second. Huh? Addison's being down on herself. I don't frickin' like that, guys. I don't like when the ladies in my life are down on themselves. Joey is always down on herself. Right now, she thinks she's ugly. She thinks she's old. I don't know why. She's going through something weird right now, guys. You know what, guys? To be honest, I'm going to tell you the truth. I think Joey Jojo is going through a bit of a midlife crisis. And everyone does. Yeah, like I sent her a video last night of the Metallica concert. A video she's never seen because it's me filming and I'm catching her on film dancing around, right? And all she can say is, I'm so freaking ugly. I'm like, stop. Please stop that. Don't say stuff like that. Okay, sorry guys, bouncing around here. I know it's not pro cycling coverage here, but I got a family to deal with too. Whoa, lots more stuff going on here. It feels like UAE C team could deliver a win in the Tour de France for Poggy. Yeah, dude, totally. I'm going to catch up in the chat. I'm going to start focusing more over here. I got the video on right now. Oh, Abel Balderstone for Cowherell. Dude, I remember this name a lot from last year as well. Abel Calderstone. Probably would have been Burgos, I think. So everything looks pretty consistent and staying the way it is here in the top 10 at the finish right now. What about the midpoint? Well, the big names here are Romeo, Castrillo bumping up there. There's that super tall dude, Sunker, whatever. I don't know how to say that name, dudes. Sorry. Apologize to your entire family, bro. Your entire lineage with that name, but I just can't say it. Here's why you do not want McNuggets. He has a history of not sacrificing his GC for a leader. He is a great TTer, so TT would help his chances to ride. Okay. McNuggets did barely anything for Del Toro in 2025 Giro and seemed like he was trying to get top 10 and stelping. Yeah, dude, you're right. Aaron's also saying that Romeo crash in stage 1 by Graves was brutal. Dude, I can't even remember that right now. Eddie saying Pablo Castillo got third in the GC at Latour Langkawi in 2023. Dude, with Eddie here, dude, we're definitely going to be featuring the Tour of Langkawi this year. Eddie, I hope you can join me for all that. Sometimes I think teams foster inter-team competitions and play up conflict for psychological effect. Yeah. Dave saying may want to censor the more specific comments. Dave, I missed what you're saying there. I'm going to give you some love hearts though, Dave. Thanks for being here. Dave's in the mix. Okay. Dave got love hearts. I don't know if I swore there or something, Dave. Sorry. I don't think I've ever sworn. I think I did just a while ago. I think instead of saying crap, I said something else. That's okay. It's okay, guys. We're all big boys here, right? But I don't like to swear if I can help it. Okay, dudes. Everything's looking the same here. When does Remco start? Remco starts in 5 minutes, so Vlasov is going out in less than a minute. Then we're going to start our 2-minute gaps, guys. And 8:20. Guys, I actually have lots of time. I'm just kind of getting stressed out thinking about this. Binyam Girmay, dudes, first place overall. Goes out in 16:44. Arne Marie goes out in 14:44. Those top three are the sprint winners from yesterday. Dave's saying if you set up a Tinder account for Joey Jojo. Now, we're not doing that. Oh, okay, I see. Dave, I think you're saying that because I said Joey Jojo's too down on herself. I'm not really sure. But I've got Addison doing the same thing right now. I don't like that. I was commenting. So I sent a quick video to Joey Jojo. It was the opening of Metallica, where they play AC/DC. It's a long way to the top. You want to rock and roll. I'm panning around. It's me on camera. I show Joey Jojo dancing. And the first thing she says to me, she goes, "I'm ugly AF." Like, no, you're not. Not at all. I'm ugly and old, Colin. And so I sent the video to Addison this morning. And she goes, "Oh, that's so cute." And then I said, "Yeah, your mom thinks she's ugly." And then Addison says, "I am too." Oh, these girls, guys. They're a lot of work. And some days I don't know how I can do it. I try my best, guys. As long as the internet connection for the race is good, you will have a good day for Latour de Langkawi. People who watch Latour de Langkawi from here upset about the line connection. Oh, so is it bad internet feed for you guys there, man? This looks like a Remco in the chute right now, guys. Remco is heading out. I believe that's Remco. Now, Remco is not going to, have all his aero advantages because he will be riding his road bike. No, that is not Remco going out. Remco is going out in 3 minutes. Who was this? Alexander Vlasov. That's right. So that was our 10th place rider, I believe. 9th. Then we've got a Uno X rider going. Remco is going out after that. I think the times have settled down a little bit in the top 10 for the intermediate. And for the finish, don't see any big changes there. We can see some catches being made on the screen. Looks like there's a rider here. Calcedo is being caught by Sonens maybe, or vice versa. Calcedo had a nice ride. He's only 1 minute down at the midway point. Could be a lot worse. Okay, yeah, Vlasov, you can see he's on screen now. Just starting on the very left-hand side of that screen there. Yeah, dude. Joey should have an account. I'm missing my keys and it is your fault, dude, in the red flag section. Yeah, dude. And anything Joey Jojo loses, I get immediately blamed for. And then, or she'll be around the house looking for her phone, her keys, and then all I hear is, "Can you help me?" And start scurrying, Colin. Dude, exactly, Dave. That's what I said. I messaged her last night. I said, "Well, am I ugly AF?" And I said something like, dudes, I'm going to read it out to you here because it really bothers me when she says crap like this. I said, "I asked you above, am I ugly AF? Question mark, question mark, question mark. That's what I think of every picture that I'm in. Try being me." And then all she says back to me, "Stop it," as if. But she's allowed to say it. But when I say it, it's ridiculous. I've always said, though, too, guys, sometimes I feel bad for women because, they do get judged by their looks so good. Look at me. I can sit on here looking like an idiot. And, whoa, bingo bongo, guys. New best time at checkpoint 1 at 9.4. Magnus Sheffield here comes in 3 seconds ahead of Brandon McNulty. Dudes, it's on. We talked about Magnus earlier. We saw that he's got great TT results. Come on. That's what we're all about here, guys. Yeah, dudes, I hate pictures. I hate being in pictures. I can't smile for pictures. There's very few pictures of me that exist because, the girls go on vacation? Guys, this is the reality. Here's the reality. When my daughters and Joey Jojo go on vacation and I'm with them, they'll stand around for, I swear, 20 minutes trying to get 1 or 2 pictures that they like. And then they all stand around together, filter them. Nope. That's not allowed, not allowed, not allowed, not allowed. They're going through them all, deleting them and stuff like that. And then, of course, there's a little filter applied too. Whoa! Florian Vermeesch goes through. I knew this guy was going to do it. I mentioned him before. He doesn't look like he has great time trial results, according to PCS, but he's a time trialist. Big dude, 1.93 meters tall. So he's pushed Magnus into second, McNulty into third. Here we go, guys. Yes, so they'll take pictures, and I just don't have any patience for it. Dudes, I have the patience of a saint. But when it comes to pictures, I got one smile on me, and that's it. I'm gone. The only time you're going to catch me smiling is if I'm on camera here. It has to be natural. It's never going to be faked. Those smiles you see on Instagram and all that crap, all fake. I mean, you know what I'm saying. But they're staged, fakery, fake. Vashik comes through fastest now. 9 seconds ahead of Vermeesch. Oh my God. What is Remco going to do? So yeah, Dave's saying, sadly, we all think we look bad on camera and in the mirror. Yeah, dude, my whole world is exposed on camera here. Scientifically, we as humans do not actually see what other in the world see when we look at ourselves. Dude, exactly. Like, guys, I'm going to say it on camera. When me and Joey Jojo go out, she's like a movie star anywhere we go. She stands out in any room. 100% she does. She doesn't get it. I tell her, she doesn't care. No, I'm ugly, blah, blah, blah. It's constant just crapping on yourself. I don't like it. Joey Jojo. Yeah, the Americans are doing well here today. We got 2 Americans in the top 5. Ben Turner just squeaked through as well, guys. He's in second place right now, 6 seconds off Vashik's time. This is going to be super interesting at the finish here. These riders, I like looking at this part here, how much they lose or gain in the final 9 kilometers, whatever it is. We should all have several strangers feeding us and telling us we are pretty. A t-shirt a couple years ago, feed me, tell me I'm pretty, dude. Walking his dog. I told him he was very pretty. Okay, I like that. Yeah, Vaseline on the teeth and lipstick on all Instagram stars. Yeah, dude, it's just stupid. Yeah. But again, us dudes, we kind of get away with it. Like, we always look the same, right? We're lucky that way. And the girls, because I've lived with 3 women, and I've seen them all go through it, getting ready. Their hair's got to be done. This has got to be done. Their makeup. How does my makeup look? They're constantly stressing about it. Whereas I just walk out the door. Dude, I haven't showered today. I'm walking out the door looking just like this. I'll take this pink shirt off, though. Actually, I might leave it on today. Yeah, so now that Addison's saying that really bugs me. That really bugs me. She's 20 years old. Don't think that. Don't say stuff like that. Yeah, I just told her. Oh, one positive thing, she goes, I am learning Spanish on Duolingo. Good job, Addison. Good job. And we're going to get back in here, guys. I know things are getting crazy here. Aaron's saying, email back to the girls. If I was there in Cabo with the 2 of you on my arms, every man would be jealous and envious. Yeah, I do. Exactly. Exactly. Actually, it's funny, on Facebook, I saw, dudes, the last little while, I've been reaching out, trying to, just connect with old friends. And I'm like, you know what, dudes? I know so many friends through Facebook that are other cyclists. I had a couple of guys that are actually, continental level riders liking my daughter's pictures. Like, Yeah, dudes, you might be a little bit too old for them, but I appreciate it. They are very pretty. So if you look at the Colin Emerson Facebook page, you'll see my daughters. My most recent posts were my daughters. Joey Jojo hasn't posted any pictures for some reason. I don't know why. I think there's one, but it's through Avery. It's an Instagram post, like a reel. To be honest, it looks a little staged to me, but that's okay. But the girls look natural. I posted a Zwift video of me doing a little bit of a sprint. Week sprint for me, guys. Like, I'm trying to get back in shape here. Brandon McNulty still first at the finish. We're waiting for these guys to finish now. So who's coming next? Sheffield will be the next big name to finish. Then Vermeesh. Vashik is coming. Ben Turner. So a lot of the hitters. Remco is out on course now, guys. Remco is on course. He's just hitting kilometer 4 right now. So we'll see how this all plays out. Yeah, Aaron, he did. Pretty sure Richard Virenque thought he was the bee's knees. Yeah, he was every French housewife's dream, right? Wasn't that the saying? Okay, Dave's saying younger dudes are starting to think more like the ladies. Aerosmith was ahead of the curve. Dude looked like a lady. Dude looked like a lady. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man, I'm a horrible singer. The blonde hair, frosted tips, sobbing in 1998. Eddie's saying basically racing place for tourists. Cyclists and rockers have the drug problem in common. Okay, dudes, we're on it now. Remco, we're on Remco right now. Watch him. He's in his World Championship jersey. He's under 10 kilometers now. So he is doing this climb. It's nice to actually see the climb. We're just doing like a nice little climb up through town here. It does look quite steep. I would have thought there would have been more people out for this. I guess with the wind. Yeah, and it is. The wind's howling out there, dudes. Howling. Trees like bent over sideways. Okay, Remco's intermediate's going to be really important. You know, guys, even though it's neutralized, for a lot of these dudes, this is really good training too. So I can see them going hard. It's only 17 kilometers. They'll be recovered for tomorrow. The first 90 Ks of tomorrow is flat. Then we start that big climb. We've only got 3 riders left to go. Those 3 riders are the top 3 podium yesterday. Lonardi, Arne Marit, and Binyon Girmay. So last rider, Binyon, is 5 minutes away from starting. It's going to take him, let's say, 22 minutes to finish. So we'll be wrapping this up in half an hour, guys. That puts me at right around 9 o'clock. The latest I can leave here is probably 9:45. So I'll have a 45-minute window to just, I don't know, stare at myself in the mirror and realize how absolutely ugly AF that I am. Oh. Richard was not sobbing about being kicked out of the store. His hair came out wrong. Sheffield shreds ITT would be a good headline. Yeah. Dave needs a quick shower before he rolls out. And would you be out in a 50-mile-an-hour wind? I wouldn't. Dude, when I see winds like that, I just stay home. I'm not riding outside. I ride inside. Okay. Yep. Action shots of Remco here. Is this real? This shot of Remco is not real either. Oh, because this is Alexander Vlasov. Sorry, guys. I thought this was a Remco shot. Is that shot real? That might be a real one there. The last one was a different rider because he's got the standard kit on, whereas Remco is in his World Championship jersey here. The PCS van is in both shots. So is this real? I'll let you know right away. Lidl Trek rider coming to the finish line here right now. Who is this going to be? Wow. We got to get this updated. Yeah, still got riders out there. Ben Turner coming to the finish. Okay, guys, let's look at the finish line here. So Vashik in first place at the finish. 14-second gap over Florian Vermeesh. McNulty now down to third at 18. Groschartner, who's been there all day long, at 32 seconds. Ben Turner's going to be coming hot. Remember, Ben was only 6 seconds down at the intermediate point. Third place rider overall, Lonardi in the start chute now, getting ready to go out. Actually, that's delayed. Lonardi's already on screen here. So the PCS, sorry, the flow bikes, that's my live footage. It's probably delayed by, I don't know, 45 seconds. That's my guess. Evenepoel on the climb right now, guys. On the climb. We're going to watch these finish closely because Ben Turner is coming in right now. Ben Turner could squeeze past Vermeesh, I think, if he holds up strong. Oh, yeah. Imagine Vernhoort as 2-minute man in front of Remco. I know. Let's just see if he's catching him right now. There's some riders in the top 10 right now, guys, just based on... Oh, this Bavort guy. This guy right here, Bavort. Maybe I can't see all his name. Yeah, some of these guys are in the top 10 right now. It's just because they were in the breakaway yesterday or they're sprint guys. In the time trial, they're nowhere near the top 10. None. So they'll get caught, passed at some point. Eddie's saying that Tour de Langkawi will be 8 stages end of September. The other race will likely be a one-day race, so I guess they have 2 races in September there. Aaron's saying pretty sure that the Tour de Langkawi is going to have some epic climbs this year. And Eddie's saying, yeah, people here want to get back into the Highland racing. I think, Eddie, you were saying before, though, that some of the Highland racing area, like it's all controlled by rich dudes. Does that mean the roads, they don't have access to the roads? Like, that seems weird. They're showing here Matthias Vashik for Lidl Trek. Second time, Ben Turner. Ben Turner comes in second, 5 seconds down. He was 6.72 seconds down at the intermediate, so he actually pulled back a second on Vashik. This is an important one here, though, guys. Vashik versus Remco head-to-head, 5 times. And all 5 of them, Remco has outperformed Vashik. Yeah. Every time they've raced, Remco's won. First place. World Championships in 2023, time trial. Volta of Garve in 2024, Remco won. Olympic Games, Remco won. World Championships 2024, Remco won. European Championships 2025, Remco won. Don't forget, too, Remco has run the World Championships in Rwanda. Vashik just wasn't there. So he's got a ton of wins. We will be getting a Remco time real quick here, guys. We're going to get a Remco time real quick. Let's see. Let's see what Remco's trying to do today. Maybe he's decided he's going to not turn it on today. How badly does he want the 1,500 euros for winning or whatever it is? Okay, I think we're all caught up. All caught up, dudes. Thanks for everyone being here. I see we got 47 dedicated Inside Cycling World watchers here with me. And I'm thinking the girls are probably at breakfast right now. And dudes, last night I had a panic attack. I was falling asleep, and Joey was asking about the dogs as usual. Dogs, dogs, dogs. Her whole life is dogs, right? Most women you find as they get older, guys, all they care about is dogs. In fact, here's one for you. Joey Jojo used to have a dog called Ryder, R-Y-D-E-R. You can guess who he was named after. When I first met Joey Jojo, I don't know if it was 2011 or 2012. It was when Ryder Hesjedal won the Giro. And it's not when I first met her, obviously. I met Joey Jojo in October of 2010. And, but we watched the race. We were watching the race replay every night as we fell asleep together. And so she knew who Ryder was. She named this dog after Ryder. And Joey Jojo will tell you, that dog is the love of my life. I love that dog more than anything. I think one time she said she might have loved that dog more than me too. So Binyam Girmay has just started. 2 minutes ago, Arne Marit went out. So Binyam riding in the yellow jersey here, looking awesome, dude. Looking awesome. Wonder what kind of... Boom. There we go, guys. Remco just popped up. Almost a full 8 seconds ahead of Matthias Vashik here at the intermediate checkpoint. At the finish, has anything else changed? No. So coming next, none of these guys here, like Nencini, maybe Vlasov has a chance. Vlasov has a chance of doing something at the finish line, guys. He's sitting 3rd overall right now at the intermediates. He will be the 3 riders from now. He's coming in to finish here. 3 riders behind him. We got Mr. Remco Evenepoel. So at this point, Vlasov has a chance of taking it. Remco's going to most likely take it. The other riders that are on screen right now aren't really time trial specialists, so I don't expect a lot out of them. I'm absolutely freezing in this room right now. Remco needs to be trying to find a way to get through a terminal stage. Yeah, dude, I hope he's been working a lot on the big climbs. Okay, Eddie Same. Yep. The Highlands are owned by a businessman. The road, the hotel, the building. It is illegal to race here except road. Dude, how can he own the road? Is it a private road? I guess it could be a private road. We got private roads here. You could put a private road on your property. And what is a typical Cabo breakfast like? Oh, for me, dude, it's omelets. I love the freshly made omelets there. You know, the chips with like the onion and what is it called? They have two versions. They have the red version and the green version. Probably a lot of hash browns, a lot of eggs. Oh yeah, lots of bacon. They got all that there. Joey Jojo is more on the, the cottage cheese and fruits. And I don't think I've eaten fruits down there once. Not once. In 13 years ago in there. Aaron saying Ryder used to train in Hawaii in the off season. He might still have the pre-Strava record of Haleakala. Dude, I think I remember that. But yeah, so Ryder, yeah, and she's definitely said that she loved that dog more than me. She might even say it with the girls at one point. Yeah, he was named after Ryder Hesjedal. Poor little dude. He only lasted to be 9 years old. Little guy. Just didn't last long enough. Oh, that goes back to the Tucker story. So I was like in bed and I'm like, where's Tucker? Guys, I was racing around the house looking for him. I raced outside and thought, did I leave him outside? Not a big deal. We have a huge enclosed run. I searched this house from top to bottom. Top to bottom. I was looking under the bed. I looked all around that bedroom. I raced through every room in this house and I couldn't find him. I started basically yelling his name. And then he just trucked right back into the room. Like, they're all whacked out because she's not here. So I think he might have been sleeping in the laundry room, maybe in a pile of clothes or towels or something. Like, he never sleeps there, but he is now. And poor Hazel is just sleeping exactly where Joey would sleep every night. I told her, I said, you can't, like, maybe we need to shorten up the vacations a little bit. Aaron, it is freaking freezing, Mrs. Bigglesworth, Austin Powers. The owners build their own road using their money, hired their people, not using government. Okay, dude. So they bought a big swath of land where these hill climbs are, and they built their private roads. Okay, so Vlasov should be coming in right away. He is. Excuse me, guys. Coffee burp. Vlasov coming to the finish right now. Should have a good time here. Was 8 seconds down at the intermediate. He's out of the saddle, racing hard here. He must know that he's very, very close. And Vlasov's through, guys. Just going to wait. Alexander Vlasov goes into first place. Dude, I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. I did not expect Vlasov to go into first place there. Wow. So he was 8 seconds down at the intermediates. Finishes up at the finish here. Wow. Russian from Viborg, 29 years old, 1.86 meters tall, full-size man. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Colin's going to get himself in trouble for saying that. He doesn't care anymore. So, yeah, he was 8 seconds down at the intermediate. You can see right here, Vlasov 8 seconds down to, say, Vashik. At the end, he's almost 8 seconds ahead of Vashik. So he took 16 seconds back in the second half of the race. 16 seconds! Now, Remco is our leader at the intermediate. Let's see what he's going to do. That Vlasov time is really nice. Don's back. Go, go, go. Come on. Yeah, Remco's 8 seconds up. Yeah, he's 8 seconds up at the intermediates. Vlasov had a really, really strong second half. Remco passing an Uno X rider here. I think you just brought this up. He's just passing Bavort now. Yeah, Bavort gets past Carl Frederick Bavort. 22 years, also a big dude. And look at this. Okay, guys, he doesn't have a ton of PCS results. Okay, hang on, dudes. Okay, Colin, stop rambling. This dude here had a 2-minute head start on Remco. This dude here in 2023 he got second at the men's under 23 European individual time trial. This guy's a banger on the time trial. Let's see who he beat back then. Alex Sagart got first, the Belgian rider. But then you've got, oh, here we go, guys. The dude that Remco just passed beat Ivan Romeo, beat Raul Garcia Perna, beat Axel van der Tuuk, beat Jakob Soderquist. That guy is such a stud on the bike. Rides for Lidl Trek now. Remco just passed his 2-minute man. And this guy is no joke. This guy is légèreté. This guy looks like he's trying to hang on to Remco here, like the mental drafting. He's far enough back now, there won't be any draft, but he's just trying to hang on to Remco. Wow. Dudes, Remco, what a beast. Hey, Poggy, you watching? Poggy, you watching? Dude, I love their battle. I love the war between them. Eddie's saying there are two sides of the road, the flat straight to the cable car to the mountain. Okay, so this is all, illegal to cycle there on that road. Okay. Aaron's saying it should never be illegal to cycle a road anywhere. Look at that gap after Remco. Dude, I know. Oh, and he's just absolutely pulling away from the other dude. The guy that was 2 years ago, second place overall at the European Championships in the individual time trial. Just hammered him. Yeah, oh yeah, I see what you're saying here, Aaron. Between Bavort, who Remco just passed, and Van der Tuuk. Like, dude, there's 4 kilometers. 4 kilometers in between them. It looks like Gourmet's doing an okay ride. Marit's there. Then Lenardi. They're all doing equal spacing, it looks like. Wenzel, who was in the breakaway. I think Sevilla was in the breakaway too. Van der Tuuk was. Yeah, there was 4 guys in the breakaway all day yesterday. Guys, Remco is coming in right away. This is going to be our winner today. If it's not, I'll be shocked. He is like hammering to the finish, guys. Hammering. Not messing around at all. Smashing to the finish, guys. Let's go, Remco. Come on, bro. Guys, Remco's through. Okay, they're showing it already here. So, again, my video feed's a little bit delayed. He wins by 8 seconds here, guys, over Alexander Vlasov. Vashik's in 3rd place. Ben Turner in 4th place. Florian Vermeesch in 5th. Gourmet looks like he's having a pretty chill ride, guys. Just from what I'm seeing on camera here, pretty chill ride. He's in the yellow, white helmet, nice white socks, looking sharp. Wow. Remco Evenepoel finishes 8 seconds ahead of Vlasov. He was 8 seconds ahead at the intermediate, so he just held that gap the whole way to the finish there. Yeah. Guys, so now you see why the Tour de France needs like a 50K individual time trial. That would really spice the race up. Because for years, they had the big time trials. So that's where Miguel Indurain won his Tour de France in the time trials. So it's not all just about being a climber, but it is nowadays. Yeah, there are good individual time trials, and then there's the arrow bullet. Remco. Let's see if that 20-second call was right. Right now, we're only sitting at 8 seconds between Remco and Vlasov. Vlasov is really impressive. Vashik, super impressive. All these guys, man, like insane. Gourmet looks like he's just taking it easy, guys. He's not doing it. Yeah, he's resting for tomorrow. Great ride by Vlasov, indeed. Yeah, dude. Aaron Smith, time to bet that Vlasov Tour de France top 10. Dudes, I want to look at something here. Alexander Vlasov, 29. So they've got him going to the Giro. So this is his program. He'll be doing the Andalusia. That's on February 18th. Dude, it's a very important day. It's actually the second most important day after the day before it. Okay? And then he'll be doing the Vuelta. That looks weird. His program's going to get filled out. He's not going to do one race in February and then wait 3 months to do his next race. He will be riding more. Wow, he's been around since 2010 riding. Contract goes through 2027. Yeah, this guy's legit. This guy should be at the Tour de France. Love it. Yeah, guys, I think that's probably it for most of the excitement here. And I'm going to keep going. We're going to keep going, guys. Yeah, Vlasov, top 10. Dude, yeah. Let's go to find Bet365. I got to look up that today. Get my bets in early. Oh. Oh, God. This is from Joey. Teddy and Tucker have hair appointments on Tuesday. Are you able to take them? 10:30 a.m. Tuesday. What's that? What date is that? I don't know if I have anything going. What's going on? What's going on in Collins World next week, guys? Oh, we got race coverage, but dude, I can make it. Yeah, of course I can. Oh, she's saying, yeah, she has to be at work. Yes, Joey, Jojo, you need to get your butt into work more often. Yes, of course I will. Okay, so Teddy and Tucker have hair appointments on Tuesday. Are you able to take them? 10:30 a.m. I got to be at work on Tuesday. Yes, of course I will. No problems. Thanks for the message. Welcome aboard. Dude, so yeah, that's basically the stage over. Like, realistically, that's basically the stage over. I'm kind of thinking I might dial it down early today, guys, just because I can review my test a bit more. I hope everyone's okay with that. I got to go past this thing. Remember I told you it's Colin 2.0. Rebuild Colin. Better cyclist. Better dude all around. Less spiraling. Less just being distracted all my life. Like, okay, let's do this. Well, let's try this out. Oh, maybe we should do that. That's my world. Ain't doing it anymore. Locking in. Upcoming program for Remco Evenepoel. So on February 16th, dudes, that's the third most important day before the most important day of the year. That's on February 16th. And then in March, he's doing Catalonia. Amstel Gold Race, April 19th. Flèche Wallonne, 3 days later. And then Liège, Bastogne, Liège, 4 days after that. All World Tour racing, guys. Looking at this here, none of these dudes are going to touch. Let me just look. Are any of these guys, they're not even in the top 10. Lenardi's down by 2 minutes at the intermediates. Arne Marit's down by 1:31. Mats Wenzel in the breakaway yesterday, he's down by over 4 minutes. I'm looking for a Binion time to come through. Binion's going to be probably a couple minutes down anyways. I don't think he's really trying it all out here. He's just taking it easy. Come on, Binion. They're not giving it time for Binion yet. And okay, let's just finish the stuff up here, guys. Tuesday is February 10th. Yeah, dude, I just couldn't think about the next week. Yeah, I had a friend who wanted me to come for a bit. That's not going to happen either. The to-do list for Colin just keeps growing. Frosted tips for Teddy and Tucker. Festina jerseys for all. Oh, dude, wouldn't it be cool to have cycling? Dude, it's patented. I'm going to create cycling-related jerseys for dogs. So at least when your wife has one of those little tiny dogs you don't really care about, you can deck them out in a cycling jersey. That would be cool. Aaron, yeah, was Vlasov just laying down times for Remco? Dude, there has to be some of that to it. There has to be. And yeah, my to-do list is it never stops here. It absolutely never stops. It's over, dude. That's why sometimes I get overwhelmed at times. I never get out of the house. Dealing with these dogs, it's too much. It's funny how the race is over even with 6 guys out on the course. How is Binion? This is Eritrea. How is Binion Girmay? May you show us his journey. Dude, I can't show you, but I can tell you about it. Dave, I'm a trucker. I'm a trucker. I'm a crazy. I'm a trucker. This is crazy. Remco being interviewed here. Okay, dudes. Yeah, dude. So at the intermediate point, Binion, he's on a chill day. Binion at the intermediate checkpoint is 2 minutes and 40 seconds down. Dude, I could tell by his riding style. He's just doing a ride. This doesn't count for anything today. This counts for a stage win for Remco, a little bit of cash, a little bit of UCI points. It does not affect the time since the stage was neutralized towards the GC. So Binion's being smart today, guys, and this is why. Tomorrow, stage 2, looks interesting. It's going to start 14:28. I think that's CET, so I got to take 8 hours off that. So it doesn't start till 6:30 in the morning tomorrow, which is good. That's good for me. The UAE tour probably starts 4 hours before that, 3 to 4 hours before it. So I'll try to do a double dip again. Maybe some of the Muscat Classic. Again, dudes, I hope I have nothing to do tomorrow except Colin's Death Ride. And dudes, Colin's Death Ride will be probably videoed. I think what I'm going to do with that, I'm going to set up my cameras. You know, my bike's right here. Serious Metallica. Guys, I think I told you earlier, I might do a trip to the UK for a Metallica concert because, yeah, I just want to go. So I got to do some talks here at home, see what's going to happen, see if that's even possible. Yeah, dude, so tomorrow, did I not just show you the stage? Why didn't I show it to you? Wrong stage, guys. Wrong stage. This is tomorrow. Stage 3. Race profile, right here. So this is what Bingham's got to deal with tomorrow. It's going to be 94 kilometers of just like all out. And it looks like we're along the coast. Yeah, we're along the coast, guys. This is going to be echelon smash fest here. Guaranteed. Tony's lives in the area. Tony, I think, lives in Valencia. And he said these winds are supposed to continue through tomorrow afternoon. So if they're coming from the west, you know, we could get some echelons along the coastline right here. Then we're going to loop around, go inland. There's a big climb here. What is it? It's saying 7.5 kilometers at 5%. This is where Bingham's going to want to be rested up for tomorrow. So, Dave saying, already done my cycling club. Past Prez did that with her Wheatland Terrier. Oh, okay. It's already been done. Okay, dude. Okay, off. You guys can take my idea if you want. I don't care. Aaron and I have winter sweaters for 2 cyclists, but they are not cyclingers unless we go back about 70 years. Aaron, what FTP are you using tomorrow? Dawn, Fresh Breezes. I love it. Dude, I think I'm pretty comfortable. Okay, so my FTP, I don't think it is right now. My FTP is around 275. So I'm right around a 3 watt per kilo rider. That's where I'm at. And it'd be very easy for me to get back there. I think my highest 20-minute power, I think I told you guys, was 318 watts for 20 minutes on a gradual climb, 3-4% somewhere in Hawaii. It's kind of my time trial FTP test. And so, but tomorrow, dude, I'm going to be riding like 2 watts per kilo, 1.8 to 2 watts all the way. I'm going to pick a flat route in Zwift. I'm probably going to use robo pacers. So they just set a pace and you just get in the draft and just keep riding. And so I was going to live stream the whole thing, but dude, then I can't wipe snot off my nose. I can't rub my hand through my hair as much. So I think what I might do is just every 25 Ks, hit record on OBS, record something. I'll tell you a story. Just a couple minutes, tell you how I'm doing. I'll probably be doing clothing changes. And then I'll slap it together as a video. I'll just post it, and then 4 people will watch it. So, yeah, dude, I'll be going super chill tomorrow. Okay, dudes, I gotta jump. I gotta get ready for this exam. Thanks for watching the channel again, dudes. Thanks for everyone here that's participating in the chat all the time. We've got 39 people left here still. It's a bit of everything every day. It's kind of like SCTV around here now, guys. It's kind of like a variety show every day. So we got to get the betting odds figured out. We got to get the precious metal forecasts in. Colin's dog drama at home. Colin's real estate career. Colin's motivational speeches to you guys. Yeah, dude, I'm really into that stuff right now. Yeah. Anyways, we'll talk more about that in the future, guys. Might have some deep videos coming up soon. I hope not. Okay, guys. See you soon. Thanks for watching. Appreciate the support. Colin, Inside Cycle.